Yeah. Alright. Okay, this girl got me leaving on my pad. Like, can I do some tarot card readings on your ass? Make no mistake, like shake, baby shake. Get up in the kitchen and bake me a cake. Okay, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be. Please don't get excited if you see me in the street. When it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, yeah, when it's gonna be. Like, what the fuck? Flight boss, bitch, on the up and coming up. That I levitate, like to the heaven gate. To reach a better space, like you need to meditate, yeah. You need to ask a rap for apology. You know I'm doing ratchet astrology. Ain't talking about my sleeves when I'm rolling up. I'm that teacher in the class when I'm smoking blunts. Yeah, okay, just you not my homie, so I watch. Nigga, you don't know me from a rock. How you start tripping? I'm Scotty Pippen. Just in case niggas get nosy on the block, yeah. That's why I ain't fucking with the streets. Cause girl, I need your power, but your son is like to reach. Credit card scamming, but you fucked it up on weed. And your lame ass baby cat that you can't trust, but he won't leave. You enough for me to need, but you got all this baggage. Your relationship can't go stand like computers that be lagging. Need to lighten up your load. Shit getting heavy, so the flight is going home. Cause I'm all alone, girl. This girl got me leaving on my bed. Can I do some tarot card readings with your ass? Make no mistake, like shake, baby shake. Get up in the kitchen and bake me a cake. Okay, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be. Please don't get excited, you see me in the street. When it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, yeah. Playbox, yo, it's cracking like it, yeah. Oh, I'ma tell you now, whatever happens, happens. You niggas never had no talent. I'm the best singer, and the best rapping, yeah. You should call it a quits. Flight boss, baby, taking off in the ship. Okay, lifted off the scene, tripping with your freak. Cause right beside of you is what she didn't wanna be. When she wet as made in cups, and ain't no shower running. She pulled out my wine, cause she seen the tower coming. Yeah, I'm a magician, and a star. These demons always tryna pull my devil card. Cause you ain't got nobody to impress. I'm an emperor, need me an empress. The 6 of swords, I be more like a 10 press. For crossing lines where it never was an interest. Yeah, this girl got me leaving on my past. Can I do some tarot card readings for your ass? Make no mistakes, like shake, baby shake. Get up in the kitchen and bake me a cake. Okay, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be. Please don't get excited, you see me in the street. When it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, yeah. This girl got me leaving on my past. Can I do some tarot card readings for your ass? Make no mistakes, like shake, baby shake. Get up in the kitchen and bake me a cake. Okay, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, like when it's gonna be. Please don't get excited, you see me in the street. When it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Redoing this video. I'm redoing it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pick a perfect spot for it. PBS esoteric sage candlestick Hebrew Israelism on the corner for $59.95 for goddamn toothpick. That's what that is. YouTube little filter. I got the little filter on YouTube. The one that got imaginary smoke sigils that just come in and out sometimes, and it look like it's coming out of my, but some it's not. Sometimes the filter look like it's coming out my ears. So it might be all the way around that time. So every time I, you know what I'm saying, like it bubble up, the filter bubble up. Like any time a person move their face on it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? YouTube, you know, a clear PBS channel for the children 18 and below can watch also. You know what I'm saying? Flight tarot card reading, bitch. I mean, this bitch. And mention them Pay the Fool, the movie. You know what I'm saying? PBS, you know what I'm saying? Public beneficial service night flights. I'm talking about. So we're going to get into this flight tarot card reading for all those Zodiac signs, Aries through got man, Pisces. You know what I'm saying? So we can know what energies you seeing things through. You seeing things. You know what I'm saying? For you blaming on anybody else, that mirror there first. That's the esoteric one. They got Hall of Amenti. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Mirrors. Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, yellow outfit, black strap on the side before he went to the top floor. Streets of Rage copy and version. You know what I'm saying? All those synchronicity, we got like just the channel about that first. Not after you already dressed, looked in that esoteric mirror, didn't pay it no attention. You thought you was dressed cloth with your character real good in the spiritual world. Then you just come down here and look at these kind of mirrors down here and be like, who, wizard of it all? Who's the greatest of them all? Or some flunked out stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, when you by yourself alone, you gotta go back to that esoteric mirror. You don't even like looking at yourself there. Like all victimizing energies. Oh no, this ain't my fault. Oh, this ain't this ain't that. No, I'm God, goddess, the motherland. Then after that, that's the only amount of minutes and energy work you put into that esoteric mirror, the one God be looking at. And you jump in this one down here, it might take about 8 hours of the day for you to get out the mirror down here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Flunked out Wizard of Oz, who is the beautifulest, richest of them all spirit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look in reality and stuff like that. This somebody else smack monkey child is on the back of a dollar bill. You know, then you gotta then it come to grips and stuff like that. Like, oh dang, that kind of beauty don't matters then. Cause every time I spin a Hamilton or I spin a you know I said Jefferson, a Lincoln, a Washington, man, that's a smack monkey. I know they had to jump through fire hula hoops to get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think now you know how to get out the mirror down here. And get in that mirror in the esoteric world. Yeah, that one. That one went down here. Y'all said sometimes that don't matter. You see a smack monkey on back of something that's green that they cut down a tree that everybody be robbing and stealing and going to jail and hell for. So then now you got to look in the mirror like, that I look better than that. So now you know that don't matter. So get the hell out the mirror down here then, because you know that ain't matter. Go back to that mirror, the one you be running away from. You start looking around, no matter how you look down here. God look at that like, what is that? That's a Muppet baby. That's a Thunderbird. You gotta be like, no, God, I'm human. God, I need you in my life. God be running away. He died just like your grandma. God ain't come around. God wasn't even there the amount and the month and the week you was born. Thank you so much for the donation there, Andrew Douglas. I appreciate that from my heart. Real stuff. God was on vacation. I said out of that whole little week, Mercury was in the shock of the last decon of Gemini / the day you was born. God went on Earth that week. Y'all know we gotta talk a little smack before we get into it. Y'all know I ain't even gonna wait the whole 12 minutes. I just gotta get right because you know my hand's gonna be tied. So this is that Uriel talk smack monkey stuff for a little bit. Yeah, it's the PBS channel. Y'all know y'all gotta let men and women. Y'all know Uriel. Just let Uriel talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna get right into it. Real stuff. Let Uriel talk smack a little bit. Smiley. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you were like the butter horizon, below the horizon, jawline face. You just know you always got an upside down McDonald logo. So you always upset. You always look like you frowning. You got a permanent frown because nothing ever goes right in your life. And that's all you attract. Other people who never got things going on in their life. So you always got a McDonald Moon Man mascot, upside down smiley face constructed on your face permanently and stuff. And then you be trying to smile when stuff go good for you. Then you might get a relationship, a future one, somebody try to do something good for you. You try to smile. Look like your face getting ready to crack open and bleed. Like God opened up the sky. Because it's so hard to get out that old expression. You don't even know what your facial expression is doing because you still got the old mentality there. So even when you try to smile, like you hurting or something, you make a person feel like that what they just did wasn't worth nothing, wasn't value, and it really was. But the facial expression was the representation of ain't shit type stuff. You know, so it's like you make a person feel like, oh, this person, the ugly person, the ugly spirit. Then they don't appreciate something. Then this person leave, and you probably deeply appreciated it. Your spirit just had a stench. So that little fart cloud stench you was stuck in as a spirit and bent in on itself became blood cells, organs, blood plasma, you know what I'm saying, bone marrow, and it became your facial feature. It became part of you. And it's hard for you to get out of it. You guys take about 9 months to get out fart stench clouds like that. For real. You know what I'm saying? You might rub shoulders with someone, especially if you fucked. If you had sex with someone, you ain't had no business opening your legs or sticking your dick in that, like the pet leprechaun with a goddamn Jewish bucket hat on. You had no business doing that and stuff like that. You did that once upon a time. Even after you did it a few times, you snapped out of it. You snapped somebody. You had a right friend. You watched the right live stream. You probably clicked on one of my live stream videos like, oh, Dolo talking about me. Yes, bitch. Yes, creators. So you snapped that out of it real quick. You like the hypnotized. You know what I'm saying? The traumatized energy. PBS channel. You snapped up out of it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Still don't mean nothing in the spiritual world. I said it might take about 3-4 weeks of isolation and not you dumping that on to other people just by you being you. You still got that fart cloud, so you end up like wasting somebody else's time by default because you got this fart cloud you didn't clear up yet. So yeah, you start mixing that with other people and mess other people's life up. Now they nuts, just like you, because they wasn't nuts before they met you. You the common denominator. You don't even going around and talk about this person flunked, this person did this to me. Everybody you talk about somebody did something to you, they only went through that situation one time. These are all different people. They all went through that situation one time with you. You the only person, the common denominator, went through that 14,000 times. How you the victim then? How you the victim then? You know what I'm saying? We gotta think about that. How you become the victim then if you the common denominator, you experienced this the most. But it's the person's fault who only experienced it one time with you. You got about 4,000-5,000 people. I can't count on my hands, on my toes no more. I gotta add the world and the country, create a whole soul group and say, look, we all gotta all take off our shoes and socks and O.J. Simpson gloves and count them so we can see how much this person was flunked in that situation. And we might not got that to do in one lifetime. That lets you know how much bullshit PBS channel you is. How about keeping a life journal next to your dream journal? How about that one for a little bit? You know what I'm saying? That little life journal is going to be the esoteric little mirror. That's going to be the one you don't never want to write in. You always want to write in the one, the dreams, and somebody like on the line, like rocking you to sleep, like you ain't the one that people online talk about. So here you go. Yes, baby, yes. Cletus go, Cletus go. Yo, you can't write to write in that dream book. You can't write to go to sleep. I just won $1 million. Oh, I bet Uriel know what this means. You can't wait to write that one down. Look in your real life, smack monkey. You can't get off the couch if your life depended on it. Can't wash your ass, not with a piece of drop of water and blade of grass or nothing. You don't write nothing in that book. You know what I'm saying? You don't write nothing in that next book. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times you washed your ass? You know, how come you don't pay attention to that book? You know that book ain't gonna have a lot of pages written stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. You ain't practicing grandma Christianity. Last time I checked, grandma, she get deep in that book. She need a little photo ruler, a little marker, you know what I'm saying? A little piece of folded paper. So she got all kind of starting points and stuff. So that lets you know she was in it. We get in your book, your dream book. You won $1 million, got your love interest and stuff. That book filled up and stuff. Filled up. We get to your book, what you actually doing in your real life. 2 pages and shit, like 2 sentences. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to show us that notebook underneath your bed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about nothing down here. I ain't nothing. I ain't about nothing. Y'all little smack monkey face, flint, shade bird, Adam's apple beneath your kneecap. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never get y'all life straight. To me, that book more important. That notebook more important. That one, without the dream, you dreamed about $1 million, you got your love interest, and you was chasing the monsters. The monsters wasn't chasing you. That book more important. That one without that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always want to go to the book. You know what I'm saying? You just woke up and stuff. And the book, the live stream, come on, the synchronicities. Oh, we talking about the same stuff today. Yeah, that book filled up type stuff. I ain't about nothing. All right, we're 12 minutes in. Let's get into these readings. Aries through Pisces, flight Zodiac, get tarot card, flight tarot card. You know what I'm saying? Flight tarot card. You want to know about a little bit about yourself. And then after that, once you learn a little bit about yourself, then we start talking about how it's another flunked out person you get ready to track. We always got to talk about yourself first, though, right? Because a lot of people be watching that movie Sixth Sense. I'm coming out with a seventh sense. It ain't, I see dead people. It ain't I see dead people. It just see, I see people. You might be out your mouth thinking you saying, I'm seeing demons and the universe attacking me and stuff. No, it's just a representation. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? You must be in that hell, too. You must be a demon right along with them. Last time I checked, if I'm looking around and I see people dancing, that mean I'm at the party or the club, too. Uriel ain't there, so I don't see no people dance, so I can't be playing victim like somebody stepped on my shoes and the universe against me and the universe made me do something that I'm going to regret tomorrow or something like that. I can't be blaming none of that because I'm there, too, so I must be a demon, too, a.k.a. I'm out that party goer, too. See what I'm saying? So ain't no goddamn excuses, y'all flunked out spirits. Real stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, before you can even start talking about, yes, man, yes, Cletus go, yeah, that's my mama you talking about, yeah, that's that, that's I'm getting divorced, that's that person, that's that smack monkey that I thought it was a human 5 years ago. Now, you're going to start thinking about that, but then you got to realize what I just said. You had to be in that place for you to see how you get there, how you know the directions to that place. How you was able to look around and see everybody at that store, that convenience store in the esoteric world that you like to buy stuff at, too. Because you wouldn't be at that store, right? So how's you looking around? Just, you can't be blaming somebody in front of you taking too long, and they keep trying to buy a whole bunch of lottery tickets, and all you trying to do is buy gas. You can't. You at that gas station. Take that down here. Don't be playing victim and stuff like that. Talk about this person, this. I see dead people. I see demons. God, please protect me. God ain't fucking with you. You somewhere right along with them. How you see them? You at that house party with Kid and Play too. Now that's why the toilet don't flush. And you got to explain this to your mama. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Don't get the game twisted. Y'all be getting the game twisted. Y'all don't put yourself in your own shoes too much. Your own shoes. I'm sorry now, little Aries suns, moon and ascendant and Mars signs. All right, we're going to get into it. Oh, look, already came out fast. Aries already impatient. You hit the jackpot. Well, now this ain't the jackpot. This is the Joker. This is the big Joker. The little Joker is when you have an internal epiphany. The big Joker. This ain't a learning. This ain't a teaching lesson, Uriel. They should already know. Okay, look, this the big Joker. So for the most part, there's an external person, place, or thing that's coming into your life that had an epiphany. So someone had a change of heart, or there's a position and a person that's in that gatekeeper position that has a change of heart and get ready to open up a gate for you, an opportunity or something. There's something outside of you, so you still the same. It ain't a small Joker. So it ain't an internal epiphany. So you didn't change a way you feel about something, regardless if the external world, people, places, and things feel some way, and you got to change it. You feel the same way or something. Something outside of you, via person, place, or thing, is changing for you to decide if you want to change with it or not. So let's see if it's a good or a bad external epiphany. That's what the big Joker represents, external epiphany. An outside person changes their thought on you, negative or positive, for you to react or respond to it, not you first. Like if it's the small Joker, you changing your heart first, negative or positive, or it's an opportunity that once was blocked, get ready to open, or it's a thing you have that, or this is how I can make that make sense. A thing. Let's say you got a video game that you keep losing, and now you just start winning. So that's like the thing is opening up like a blockage now. So let's take this in real life, not no kiddie video game. There may be a job you've been trying to get. That could be an object for you, a necessity for you, that you've been waiting a long time or thought you couldn't get, or someone else got that position, and now it's the time that that gate will open for you. Maybe somebody got fired or something like that, and that position is open. But let's see if it's a good or a bad outside epiphany. Okay, this was flipped. Oh, it's a good one. But it could come at a cost, because it may be a lot of things you're already attached to that was opportunities that you may have to fall back from, because they cancel each other out. Because 10 is a negative. But this is a positive card that the 10 is in. Opportunity, water, sextile. So there's a lot of opportunities you may have to fall back from because of this epiphany. There's an outside person, place, or thing that's presenting an opportunity that you may have to fall back from other opportunities. You know what I'm saying? These other opportunities may be things that hold you down anyway. Pardon me. So it's like fully going forward with something that could be better, even if you're already in something that's nothing wrong with it, but it's also not expanding. So you could go to something else, this new person, place, or thing with a change of heart that can expand, but it come at a cost. Separating from what you're already in, that may not be nothing wrong with it, but it don't have the expansion there either. And this could be for business, career, or love matters. That's what this reading is about. That's the only thing people care about. Ain't no other thing in life. Business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics all fall up under that. You know what I'm saying? Business, career, your business, your gossip, your career you formulated to. Some of y'all business is just about gossip. So y'all career is about gossip. It ain't about nothing productive, no money or nothing. All right, but this is what you got. Jack of diamonds. So you got all good cards. So for the most part, you hit the jackpot of a gift, a fire, a wand, something to get attention for. And this is what's bringing all the opportunities. But you may have to fall back from all these opportunities and just keep one or two based upon the Joker right here. That one or two opportunities that come in that could cause expansion. So you hit the jackpot based upon a creative gift, a flame, a fire that create opportunities that you may have to fall back from some due to the fact of this epiphany outside of you that's getting ready to come. That could be a person, place, or thing with a change of heart or a new opportunity or a door open it up for you. So let's see what zodiac signs you're dealing with or what zodiac elemental energy you need to utilize in order to rectify it. Calculator. Okay, 10. The Joker is just more space plus 11. 21. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you may need to utilize the Gemini energy more sufficiently in order to rectify this if you're in a negative situation, or to create protection spells and make things flourish more and expand it if you're for the positive energy. You know what I'm saying? If it's something positive going on. So if it's something positive going on, you need to uphold it and play protection spell utilizing the Gemini energy. If it's something negative going on, and take Gemini energy to rectify it, like some form of communication or sword energy in some way, shape, or form. So you may need to communicate, you may need to utilize the Gemini energy to get in positive situations, or to maintain one with protective spell, or to get out of one if it's a negative one, or to prevent one, to see things coming from a mile away and to prevent a frustration. Or you may straight up be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and Venuses. So Aries, open your mouth during this particular time. Communicate through negative and positive. Right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Venus. All right, you got a Jack of Hearts. Now, for the most part, yeah, I'm gonna run through these too. I ain't about to get into no deep ass shit like that. I mean, I'll say that for when I do a female page. All right, but look, for the most part, Jack of Hearts. So you hit the jackpot of opportunity in some way, shape, or form. Let's see if it's a good opportunity or a bad opportunity. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, uh-oh. You also hit a jackpot of opposition to haters. So whatever this opportunity is, right, based upon it not being a wand or a diamond or a fire, something you're receiving attention for, this could be an opportunity, aka someone else who's getting attention, or someone else that someone else may need, but they're giving that to you. So you have this opportunity that causes other opportunities to you to cause it to hate. So you have attained the opportunity. You hit the jackpot off a connection, an opportunity, or something like that, via person, place, or whatever you do, that someone else want that thing, and you may be the one that's connected to it ahead of them, and you're going to experience energies of being cut out, or secret things of making you the scapegoat to block you from this opportunity that you're unaware of, because it's not the fire, it's not you actually knowing or doing, but it's whatever you're a part of and what you know how to do, being connected in areas you're unaware of that other people want, that they can see you get ready to get, and they may not like. So be aware of your surroundings. You may have a friend around you that's not even really a friend, and block you from doing something by them knowing you care about their advice and their opinion, and them using that against you by adding more sauce to the opinion, as if it's you supposed to be thinking about it as deeply as them in a negative way, and deep down inside it'll be a position that they want to do. And for the most part, you will not do it. And a few months have passed, you will see them doing the same thing you was going to do. And then if you catch an attitude, they'll make it seem like they're not doing exactly what you're doing. And the more you start to build resentment, the more you'll start to see them create distance from you and go around more people doing everything you was going to do in the first place, if you would have just did it and stopped having bull crap ass friends around you, putting you in that space. Uh-oh. Underline the story. Some of y'all got a gift in y'all surroundings, or dealing with something y'all familiar with, but y'all gonna have grand support of being cut out of something, of people who's looking at you and feel like that's not familiar for you or some way, shape, or form. Not for all y'all, just some of y'all Tauruses. Oh, we ain't trying to be all motherfucking night. Man, these cards new. That don't count. I was in the Russian spirit. My spirit went into that space where you can accumulate the mentality we call rush. And when I jumped into that mind, I was in it a little bit. Then it manifested into the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension as them cards going out of hand. I want to underline the story. Let me get out the space of Russian so I can develop other thoughts. Because people be thinking the mind is the spirit. No, it's not. The mind is what the spirit create. And the mind is represent what space you in, so you can know that's the space you in. And just don't be spiritually lost. Once you know what space you in, you change it. Once I knew I was in that Russian space, I got out of that space. I ain't Russian no more. So the thoughts I'm in don't represent Russian. So the thoughts is the mind. And it been in, and my body don't play out like it's Russian. But I know we about to pull like one card. We ain't about to keep doing no underlining stories either. We not about to keep doing underlining stories either. I know that much too. All right, there we go. Boom. Now you got the King of Diamonds. So this is grand. You're giving grand support to a gift, a talent that you can get attention for, and that's what you hit the jackpot. That's creating opportunity. So this opportunity is not even a water and through a connection of something that you do. The thing that you do itself, you attract it. Not just what you do, you could be a part of it, and what you do makes it accumulate for you. What you do can make something a connection itself. So for the most part, you giving your grand support to a gift, talent, or a person, place, or thing with a gift or something like that can have this, you hitting the jackpot, rubbing the shoulders with the right individual, or using your gift and talents and making it a part of the right thing where it could get the attention. And this is what in between. You hitting the jackpot also of a bunch of people who don't see that for you, or don't like it, or feel like you're going to dispose them or something like that, and it may play out as them just expressing guilt trips amongst you. That can look like it's justified based upon how much percentage level of things they did for you. So you got to be careful. Let's see what Zodiac sign you're dealing with. What Zodiac elemental energy you need to utilize in order to rectify. Let me see. Okay. Go back. 11 plus 11 plus 13. 35. So you're dealing with a Scorpio, your opposite sign. Scorpio, sun, moon, or ascendant. Or you might need to utilize the Scorpio energy to rectify this. So you might need to be a little bit more quiet. Don't be telling the left hand with the right hand, no. AKA, if everybody that you know who supposedly care about you, you need to smell their funkiness first. Therefore, you will know who needs to know everything and who don't need to know everything. Therefore, this jackpot of opportunity is able to come to you freely without no blockages of people, because they don't even really know about it like that. You ain't participating with them even if they do know about it. You haven't participated with them enough for them to develop no thoughts that they have abilities to put you in guilt trips. You didn't even give them the satisfaction by even making them feel like it was a possibility. So they're not somewhere even able to add on the thoughts like that. So you save that relationship from crashing. And therefore, whatever you're giving your grand support to attach your gifts and talents to, it'll be able to go through fluidly without this being in the middle of it. So you might got to keep things more Scorpio, more behind closed doors until you already there. Instead of being in that grassroots stage and letting everybody know your business of that grassroots stage. So be careful, because them be the ones who will stop you from the grassroots even becoming a fruit. Or you might straight up be dealing with a Scorpio, sun, moon, or ascendant. Now, Gemini's sun, moon, and ascendants, and Mercury's. It's already a half an hour. Gemini's sun, moon, and ascendant, and Mercury. Yeah. Boom. 9 of clubs. So for the most part, you're going to be ascending from frustration. So you're going to be leaving, separating from some form of a collection of frustration in some way, shape, or form, being a Gemini, sun, moon, or ascendant of Mercury. Separating, detaching from frustration. Now, be careful, because one of these frustrations may be a responsibility. that don't need separating or detaching or traveling away from. So, but we don't know that yet. But sometimes this could get tricky when you have a high number of a club. Sometimes it'd be a lot of things that frustrate you but it's part of your life. Like things like children and stuff like that. If you got children or if you got bills and stuff like that, that could be one of these things. And sometimes you could be too spiritual and be like, I don't need to pay that water bill this week. So it can play out like that. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but anytime it's a high number with clubs, be aware of that. Everything that's frustrating you ain't meant to separate from either, though. It's still something you just got to readjust to make better so it don't bother you in your life. AKA, for an example, learn how to make a fake smile because you got to get up and go to work every day. So you learn how to put a fake smile, you can get through knowing that you got to go to work every day. Or other than that, you end up quitting just because that's something you don't want to do every day. Ace of Hearts. Now, you are the opportunity. So make sure you're not manifesting opportunists. So for the most part, here's the thing. You're going to be ascending away from frustration because you have opportunities. Whatever you know how to do, your capabilities, the opportunity to water, you can connect to something that can benefit you in some way, whether it's a person, place, or thing, or something that benefits a gift and talent if this was a diamond or wand. You know what I'm saying? So the diamond or the wand is the fire. It creates the circumstance where opportunities could come from, and you could give opportunities. When it's the heart, it's the connection itself. So you might already have fire, but it's not the main theme. So it's what your fire could be a part of, even if it's not a person. Your fire, for example, you might be a good host. Your fire could be a part of a building or a staff that can make your hosting create a show. Stuff like that, where if it's the fire, the wand, your hosting, it puts you in a situation where you could create a show and you can make others the host, or you could be the host of it because you got that opportunity where you make something seen. So I'm just not a teaching opportunity though, Uriel. All right, but Gemini. So you are the opportunity. So you can connect to something that can flourish you as an individual as long as you ascend out of this frustration. And one of those frustrations may be something, maybe a reason that the frustration is a responsibility, so it don't allow you to take the opportunity at the moment. It can be sometimes like that, but we get ready to find out. Like a job, bills, like that's got to be for an example. Where you still got, you as an individual can still connect to something. And since there's so many frustrations, like I said, all of them ain't frustrations that, some of these are frustrations you got to transmute, but they're part of you. So it can be like a bill, or it can be like a child too. So it can be a situation like that too, where you can be the opportunity, right? But the opportunity might still can't be met because of a frustration that ain't necessarily something you could detach from. So I can play it like that too. So it's like some things you can't do because of your life at the moment. So you couldn't do it even if you wanted to. All right, then and then you got the Jack of Hearts. So you hit the jackpot of some kind of connection you could be involved in some way, shape, or form. It's just the beginning of all this coming true is the starting point, the fart cloud, the situation you're in at the moment, ascending from frustration. But the moment you could calculate these situations and figure out which is what, you can ascend from this frustration, have you in your individuality create this opportunity that can hit the jackpot of other opportunities. So you just got something right here holding you back from your opportunities running. You know what I'm saying? This, whatever these is. So we're getting ready to find out right now what zodiac sign you're dealing with, what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify. 9 plus 1 plus 11. 21. Are you dealing with your goddamn self? So Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Mercury's, you dealing with your goddamn self in the third house, and Gemini energies itself. So you your own worst enemy right now. You are these things. So yeah, of course you can't let go of one of these frustrations. They you and your Batman draws or your Barbie doll granny panties. You the person you can't get away from. It's you. You the one you need to get away from. So you got to leave that other side of Gemini on one side of the bed and wake up of your other half on that other side of the bed. and stay on that side of the bed until the end of the night. Then, you know what I'm saying, keep that as a routine so you don't get confused when you wake up which side of the bed you on, because you don't know what Gemini you is. Start keeping a the journal of life about yourself so you can know what Gemini you is, so you can leave that other half one on that other side of the bed, and now you can know that your bed ain't just one bed. You always got like a bunk bed when you was growing up, because your mind is Gemini. So your mother might have thought she bought you one bedroom. You got a one bed in there, and if you got company to sleep over, they got to sleep on the floor with sheets and little sheet covers and stuff like that, and blow up beds. But like when you start getting older, and now you watch my channel, you start to realize, no, you always had two beds. You just forgot the spirit world in your mind. You came down as a Gemini. You really sleep in two beds. You just wake up and there's one pillow. No, but there's really two beds. You got to start keeping check of which one you waking up on, and know that you two people, and leave one of them bastards at the crib before you go outside and interact with family, friends, and go to work. Because you're your worst enemy right now. So, but when you find that one on that one side, that's why this came out. One, see, it's this one. Ace, number one, uno, one, Juno, uno. So when you find that one with that side of the bed, and pick that one for a good 10 years so you can see something come out of something, and don't be this jack of all trades floatiness because you was picking two things from two sides of the bed. You picked the side on this bed. The TV is on Netflix, is on this side of the bed. The flat screen on that side, not the other side. The clock, the alarm clock, your cell phone plugged in, is charged 100% all day and stuff. You get distracted all day. Stay from that side. Get on the other side where like window curtains on, and in the morning sunshine light rays hit your face. Stay on that one. You see your slobbering. It all says stay on that. Then you stay. You find yourself, not selves, plural. You find self. Leave this one at the crib. That frustration one. Send away from that one. Booyah, jackpot, $1 million. Scratch off lottery ticket tomorrow. Guaranteed. Rest of this month. That was Gemini. Now, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Yeah, the Sun, Moon. It'll go no further than that. Smack, Monkey, Dolphin. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. Eight of Spades. So for the most part, you investing a whole lot of time in frustration, opposition, stuff that's not for you, stuff that's cutting you out. Probably this frustration itself. Your funk cut you out. You spend a whole lot of times in things that's not for you, or things that's opposite, or negative thoughts and feeling, all kind of opposition energies. This is the self-sabotaging card right here. 8, spend a long time. Infinity. The top circle represents the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, your mind. The bottom circle represents the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. You using your mind down here. And you in this endless cycle, and the card that came out is Spades. You in this endless cycle in your mind, and playing that out down here in your body of cutting yourself out of things, or opposing and negative thoughts, because everything is in reverse. So up here, even though it's around you, it's inside of you, it represents opposition still. So you got opposition internal energies, and you express them with your body. Opposition, cutting yourself out, manifesting things to make you think you right, but you manifested that wrong situation for you to be right about. So that's when it comes to business, career, and love matters for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants at the beginning. We don't know yet if it's going to lighten up or not. The 6th one to come out. I should go ahead and let it. Yeah, we're going to let it come out. We're going to go ahead and let it come out. You know what I'm saying? The way I had my hand on, it was sinking in. But usually if my hand was fluid, yeah. So you paying a whole lot of attention. You just stuck. You spending a whole lot of time and attention. So even when you're not spending time, your actions and with the things that you pay attention to learn, and commercials, it could be a good commercial come on. You pay attention to the amount of seconds of the retardation stuff in it. You find negative stuff in stuff, with your Lucifer paying attention energy, number 6. So you spend a whole lot of time into the things you pay attention to, which is negativity, opposition, cutting out, and stuff like that. So you creating blockages for yourself, entire moments for yourself, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. You got a blocked heart chakra. You're creating weird fart animosity clouds amongst your family or something like that. All right, boom. Then you got 5 of Diamonds. Right, so you are emotionally connected to a gift, a talent. So you think you the best thing since a slice of peanut butter bread, which is why you are in these energies, because you feel like you don't have to do anything. You feel like everything should be given to you based upon this. Whatever you emotions is delusion. So emotions is creating cloudiness for you, and it's because you got 2 dark cards first. So we can't make this out to be positive unless it was 2 light cards. You got this flame, this fire. So this, you emotionally attached to some type of attention. Either you want attention or you got some type of creative gift that could get attention. But you think so negatively about it. The space you in, the stuff you pay attention to. Instead of finding things to watch and look at that cater to your emotional gift you attach to, you find things to watch to tell you what's wrong with the emotional things you think you could get attention to. So even though you think you're good at something, you're finding all the reasons of why it's not good and why it's not flourishing. So this is what you're paying attention to, and this is what came out first. You spend a whole lot of time doing that. So it's like you're spending a whole lot of time indulging into self-sabotaging in areas that don't even need it to be that in. So let's see what zodiac sign you're dealing with, or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize when it comes to your love matters and business and career. This is the play of a person getting highly emotionally creative with self-sabotaging. So you're like at this moment, because the trends has changed, you're very creative at finding solutions to what's wrong to things. For an example, not you helping what's wrong. You can have a person that's good at making things right, and you can have a person that's good at finding things wrong. That's their way of looking at the solution. To not, because the solution they're trying to find is a solution to not do something. So they're trying to find a reason, which would be a solution to get them out of doing something. So this is a person that's very good at finding ways to explain why they can't do something, or why they're not something, or why something is something else, or something like that. So you could tell a person that they got everything they need, and this is a person who can craftily explain how that's not good enough and why they still need to be depressed about something, and almost leaving a conversation like they might be right there. And that don't even really be the case. They just got a creative way to be a victim. That's basically. So hopefully y'all not in that energies. Now look. Let's see what zodiac you need to deal with, or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify what energies, what zodiac sign you might be dealing with, or what elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify this shit. +8, +5, 19. So that goes straight to 1. So for the most part, because it ain't an overlapping like 28 or 35. I mean, yeah, not 35, 45, I mean, whatever. Y'all know it ain't overlapping. It goes straight to 1. So that's Aries. Or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But since it's first number 1, and it ain't added duplicate like 28 and got them at 30, 37 and all these energies and stuff like that, what the cards could come to, then, or 72, then for the most part, or 27. Then that would be more like Capricorn. Since it went straight to 1 and 9 and 1, and you know that's 0 after it, then it could be, because you know a card can't go straight to 1 unless you got all 2 jokers and 1 ace. That's the only way it could be Aries again. So I had to make 2, 3 versions of how you get there. But that is besides that. It's not a teaching moment here. Dolo. You could be dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Or you may need to utilize the Aries energy itself in order to rectify whatever PBS channel, whatever the heck you got going on, and things of that nature, which means you might need to utilize more individuality, more passion, more motivation, and go more for yours, because you might be taking too much advice from people who's not in the same energy as you. So instead of you going for yours to be in a position that everybody's supposed to be in life, you're living for others based upon you not wanting them to see you in the light that you think that they'll see you in, whatever kind of rapport that you're building with them. But you know you're frustrated if these are not the same individuals that's actually helping you do what you need to do as far as your individual passions. So right now you need to go for yours in some way, shape, or form, and get your passions, your motivations, or your relationships, or your business and career for your life. Because you'll be sitting around listening to somebody else, and you don't want to pick and choose your career path or what kind of relationship or partner you want because of how this person will look at you. So you will sit there and be living your life like that, yet this person don't come to you when they choose their relationship, when they choose their business. So there'd be someone, whether you like or not, some smack monkey that they're in a relationship with, or some job that they got. And then that's when you would snap out of it. Like, dang, I've been sitting here this whole time choosing what I should choose for me based on this person. So I kind of been blocking things that's truly for me. And this person don't do that at all for me. They just pick anybody. That I got to sit around someone they're bringing around me, and they're telling me trying to convince me I gotta like them and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, why ain't I put this person in the same position, regardless if they share my blood or not? I'm a human too. Well, we ain't human on this channel, but some of y'all gotta come, y'all humans, y'all gotta come to that conclusion. Eventually, you start to become a spiritual adult and be like, wait a minute, okay, what I made a problem out of it ain't even no problem. I need to start putting people in the same position people put me in. I've let my friends, my family make me feel weird when I'm getting ready to do something based on how they see me. But damn, it ain't like I could have chose my smack monkey father or something like that. That my mother did that on her own, or whatever the case you may have did it and said it. Say, or however certain case you'll be like, they weren't thinking about me when they did it, so I got to be forced, and then they be getting good at it. They try to, any frustration I say, they try to convince me why I need to see them in the same light they see them in. So, God damn it, get ready. I'm putting you in this position. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to bring the worst person to the crib ever. Some person you would never thought I didn't got from the hood somewhere. Oh, it's some type of stuff y'all be flunked out in. All right, let's get it. But yeah, so for the most part, you dealing with, you might be dealing, or you might need to utilize the Aries energy itself, or give the straight up, messing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant during this time. Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendants. And that's it for you. Yabba yabba do. That's all, folks. Y'all ain't ruled by no other planet. The Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, folks. When we get to Virgo, that's when we can say Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and Mercury. You know, yeah, the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. That's it. You get enough attention. That's it. You already think all the stars float and circle around you. That's it. You just get the Sun and Moon and Ascendant. That's it. You already convinced it. No, we wait till we go to Virgo and everybody else in Libra, and we can add Sun, Moon, and Ascendant and Venus. Sun, Moon, Ascendant. That's it, Leo. You already think the universe and people and they whole natal chart circle around you. That's it. Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Smack monkey. You ain't in line this today. You smack monkey, shade bird. Who else got this? You might need to be paying attention to them. So for the most part, you got to fall back. Well, you're going to be falling back from some frustration. So whoever I was saying this for, I don't know, was it Taurus? Was it Aries? So that might be the energy or a Zodiac sign that's playing that out. That this energy that show you who you might need to fall back from also, or in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know. I think that might have been Taurus or it might have been Aries. I don't know. But for the most part, that's how it might not necessarily be that sign. It just be that energy. You might need to fall back from selfishness or fall back from being too upholding something too much or putting too much loyalty into a person, place, or thing. It might be that. The Taurus energy itself, regardless of the sign I have, the case may be. But that's not a teaching moment, though. So for the most part, yeah, you got to put yourself, you're going to be falling back from some type of frustration. Remember, one of these frustrations may be something that necessarily you can't detach from, and you got to transmute so it can either come along or it can be substantiated to the point that you can still think freely, whatever that you got to do based on whatever card we get ready to pull. Based on business, business, career, love matters. For all my Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. You flipping something up because the whole card flipped. Decked in half. So that's a representation that you're flipping on something. You're changing something. You was doing something one way and you're flipping the table and doing something another way. Whatever the case may be in your business, career, or love matters. Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Two of clubs. Someone else is frustrated. Someone else is a frustrated individual. We don't know why they frustrated yet, but someone else is a frustrated. So, and it's a club. So this may be one of these things you have to fall back from with the 10. One of these clubs is this number 2, this other individual. Because that's showing up as a club. So it's one of these things. So you got a lot of things that may need to be fell back from, but specifically the card came out as another person. So you got to find which one of these things, which is a person that needs to be fell back from during this particular time in order for your business, career, your love matters to flourish in some way, shape, or form. Because this may be creating blockages. This other person may be throwing spells or hating you, throwing negative ill intent, like speaking down on your success or your possibilities or potential and things of that nature, or just watching from a distance in some way, shape, or form. This also could be like just a secret hater. that spy on you in some way, shape, or form. So your life don't got nothing to do with theirs. You having to do what you have to do in order for you to keep going, and this individual just keeps wrapping themselves up with frustration about that in some way, shape, or form, and making whatever you got going on about them. So this is a frustrating individual that can't wait to prove you wrong about something, can't wait till you fall off, and they can smile from a distance. Some type of weird fart cloud energy that's really witchcraft, and they really only creating blockages for themselves. Because while they busy doing that, you might be busy doing what you got to do for you to be in your position, and they're busy doing that. So we only manifest what we're putting seconds and minutes in. So eventually they're going to manifest people doing this with them out in the open that they know in a different way of doing it. So if this person secretly speaking ill towards you, they gonna have somebody at their job or something like that actually tell them they're not doing something right, or somebody that they actually see is gonna be an external. What people do behind closed doors, whatever we do, we manifest that in real life. For an example, since I'm into spirituality in real life, I manifest having a spiritual channel. So I actually can attract other people because the way I say it in body language can attract enough people to understand in the spiritual world. Now reverse this in you being a Leo in your context or whatever like that. You might have someone that don't understand the hard work for you to be who you is, and based upon your accumulation, they're frustrated off the accumulation. And the accumulation, they can't wait till you get someone take it away from you or you fall off or something like that, because this person is frustrated that they may not have the accumulation, but yet they may not be putting in the work to have the accumulation. And that's their frustration. Them not feeling good about themselves to put in the work, yet not even thinking that's what it takes and that's what you're doing. And that's why they're becoming a hater, because they think whatever you're doing, you got opportunities that you could dispose, like you got something easy to you, like you're lucky. And they don't understand you're not lucky. The reason you're in a situation you in because of your situation wasn't lucky. And that's their frustration. They think things supposed to come to people and stuff like that. So this is why this is a hater of yours. And they don't understand people who have to work for things. All right. It's an underlying story. Two jokers. Frustrate. You hit the jackpot. You just got haters. This is not for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, but it's for some. You just got haters. Ain't nothing really you can do. You just, whatever you do, you hit the jackpot of people that's trying to cut you out of stuff and people who's just frustrated with you. Even if they do like you. They're frustrated with you about something, so you wouldn't know it if they like you or not. And you got people cutting you out and stuff. Whether they're secretly speaking ill will towards your whatever you do or openly about it. So it ain't really nothing you could, it's not for all Leos, to some of y'all. So maybe you getting ready to get into a new position in your life or your business, or you get ready to get into a new relationship that motherfuckers just ain't gonna like. It really ain't you doing nothing wrong to nobody. It might got something to do with just their life and why they can't do what you do, because they see that they could be in that same job, or they could ride the roller coaster too, or they could have the same kind of relationship too, or same whatever the case may be. Respect however you got going on with your family, friends, and associates. Now, but this one came out. Next, you got to fall back from something. It's something you got to fall back from. It's just something you got to fall back from, Leo. I don't know what that is, but whatever your business you be matching your business with, gossip-wise or career-wise or love matters-wise, you got to fall back from something. There's something in your environment, in your surroundings, that frustrates you, or is just frustrating if you participate. It's being filtered through another person. So it's another person in your environment or dealing with something you're familiar with doing that's frustrating, and really just secretly can't wait till you fall off into, so you could be frustrated like them. So you got someone sitting around waiting for you to be frustrated like them. So even be careful who you trust, because it could be people waiting to put you in a situation that they want to make you feel the same thing that they feel, and they would even be nice for you to open that position up to make that possible, and you could get blinded. It's too much dark cards going on right now. You have to fall back from something regardless of what it appears to be. You got someone trying to get a one-up on you. You got someone trying to, and here's the kicker. The one up ain't even something you was in a race with them to win. Your awards don't got nothing to do with nobody. Your awards got something to do with the groundwork you did and God and what you need to uphold, because we all people and we all need to survive. This person think whatever you doing is competing with them. And for you to fall off is for them to win and to prove them right about something and to prove you wrong. But what's making them frustrated to think that's what's going on is what you doing. But what you doing is what you doing. For an example, you might say y'all all work at a job, right? And what you doing, you might work so hard. But the people at your job, you might work so hard and you got more raises, right? So the people at your job is hating on your raises, right? And they like, oh, why this person they go home and come to work just like us and clock in the same hours. But they don't know you work extra hard because you might come from your water never being on. Or you might come from you don't got no something in your life is making you work extra hard that people don't know at work. So when you get there, all they see is some work that you did to make you get a raise. So instead of them respecting how you got the raise, they only see that you got the raise and think that you lucky because how you act. They think you in favor with the manager that give people raises. So instead of them like, oh, this person work hard because they water get ready to cut off and we don't work as hard because our water ain't get ready to get cut off. That's how they got the raise. They're looking at you as the Leo like, oh, this person got the raise because of their character and they in a good relationship with the manager. That's why the manager giving them a raise first. So you're getting all this people, right, making some weird fart cloud to try to, thank you so much for the donation, Andrew Douglas. So now you got people thinking that you got a good relationship with the manager because you're trying to be a manager pet. So you're using your good character and they're trying to chalk that up like, oh, you just lucky. That's why you got a raise. So they're trying to say even the way you act is phony because you act goody-goody with the manager and they don't act goody-goody with the manager. And that's how you got a raise. They fail to realize, no, you worked hard at stuff that they ain't paying attention to behind closed doors. Your water bill's getting ready to get cut off. That's why you come to work working so hard. They don't got that problem, so they don't see that. So every time you get a raise and you the Leo, you don't let nobody see you sweat, so you got good character, they think that's how you got a raise. So they think every time you go have this good character in front of the manager, they look at that as you in competition with them. So every time you get a raise, they look at that like you did that specifically for them to rub it in their face and come to work and smile every day. And those are in your mind, before they express that, in your mind, these are just perks. You having a good relationship with the manager, and it's already your nature not to let nobody see you sweat because you don't want nobody looking down on you as a Leo. So you don't nobody know that you put in 10 times the work because your water bills are getting cut off and stuff like that. You don't want people to look at you like that. So you come to work, good character, don't let nobody see you sweat, and your working hard got you that raise. So the good relationship with the manager is just a perk. People don't understand all that. They see the end results. You having a raise and you being in and out of the manager's office like it's a good relationship. And now they think that's because you think you in competition with them. And since you're winning, they're chalking that up as secretly sitting back, waiting to get in a certain position that look like they can talk down on you to prove you wrong. So people think what you doing is against them, and in your mind, what you doing is just to survive. And that's what you got going on right now. You got to fall back from these people because in their mind, the way the situation is these things is not presented externally because it's at the petty moment. You didn't become the manager yet. So it's not manifesting in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension as you're going to see who all these people is. So it's almost like you still the employee, but you better off than the employees and you just next to the manager. So it's almost like these people in these energies can't express that yet. So they may come across like they're still cool. But it's secret fakeness because you're still an employee. So you're not in a manager position where they can openly say it because it's possibilities that you might not care to hear about it or not. You're still in a position that you can hear everything. So at the same time, you're amongst them. So they might still come across to you like, hey, Jimmy, hey, how you having? How your day at work today? Or hey, Sally, It might still be that, though, because you're still the employee. But when you're not at work or behind closed doors, they can't wait till you get fired type shit. Let's see what zodiac signs you're dealing with or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify it. 10 plus 3 plus 2. 15. 6. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you need to utilize the Virgo energy itself in order. No wonder I was saying Virgo a lot before I even got into the reading. Or you're going to be utilizing the Virgo energy itself in order to rectify it, where you have to be a little bit more practical. You do have to worry about your business or your career or your love matters. Stop letting things go out of chaos and thinking others going to take care of it and stuff like that. No, worry about that area. Be more sufficient. Communicate, think, analyze, structure, make a plan. Don't do things without plans. If the plan ain't sufficient, it ain't something that's supposed to be written down on the schedule. You make sure it got those energies backed and supported behind it, or give a hell about a business or a career or a relationship. That will be a distraction. You go to the business, career, or the relationship that got something to do with that Virgo energy, something to worry about that got planning behind it, structure behind it, analyzing behind it, adding 2 cents behind it, and things of that nature. And if it don't got those spark clouds, don't deal with it. And you may be distracted, or someone can help you, rather the spirit in it, if they're dealing with the chakras of being an actual Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. All right, now Virgos. I don't know why y'all message was like that, Leos. I'm trying to get through this real fast. Why y'all got all this deep kind of messagey and stuff? Y'all must be on a breakthrough or something. And God needs you to be sure about everything so you can be in this new position the right way. And it don't leave just as fast as you got there. Thank you so much for the donation, Brittany Nicole. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I can barely see the chat now. The YouTube is different. Let me put it back up on this so I can see it in big letter. I can see everybody. All right. Because if I don't see no light, I can't see nothing. Oh damn, this came out. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Did I even shuffle? Wait a minute. Damn, that was too fast. Or did it just drop? Well, we're gonna go ahead and leave this out then. Alright, so Ace of Hearts. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and Mercury's. You are an opportunity. So you gotta make sure you ain't manifesting opportunists around you. But we don't know if it's negative or positive yet. But you are the opportunity. You create opportunities based on your individuality and what you're into and your creative gifts and stuff. Underline the story. Not for all, but for some. So you're going to be emotionally connected to a gift. Or who else had this emotionally? That don't matter. Somebody got emotionally attached to a gift or talent or something that can be received attention or can give attention to others. And there's an epiphany. Another outside person, place, or thing has a change in heart. And it's going to be up to you to make the decision if you're going to be open to it or disregard it and separate from it. Dang. 7 of clubs. Oh, almost 7 of swords. 7 of clubs. So this is a 7 of pentacle, basically. So if you're a tarot card reader, you know what that means. But for the most part, let's break down the actuality of it means. 7, for the most part, you're going to be privy to some information, a message, communication through someone, open an inbox, or you're going to receive something that ain't got something to do with you that give you a message to help you understand something you're going through. Or there may be something that is about you that you receive, aka whether an email of a manager hiring you or telling you they don't need you or something like that. Any form of information that's about you. That's frustrating though. So you might be receiving some frustrating information. You know what I'm saying? Whether you open up an inbox, talk to somebody or something like that. Something that leads to frustration. Something you don't like. So for an example, you might be online and you might got a mental issue that you never knew you had. And you get online and in your recommendations, somebody you watch pop up with a video that explains something. And you click on it. They're explaining your mental issue. And then the information you were just privy to got you frustrated now. You're like, oh, dang, I didn't know that was me. So that could be that kind of energy right now and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all got uncircumcised frontal lobes and pineal glands and stuff. Yeah, but the stuff like that. This could be what's going on right now. So you are an opportunity, but you just might be privy to some information that don't got nothing to do with the opportunity. So yeah, it's like you knowing you got opportunities, but you being in search for areas that don't have doors open that cater to that opportunity. See what I'm saying? For an example, You could be a good baseball player, right? You are the opportunity for that good baseball, right? But you just can't you just can't seem to find no baseball league to accept you at the moment. Everywhere you call, everywhere you already applied, every time you open up that inbox, they didn't reach out yet. You frustrated right now. You see what I'm saying? And play out like that. So yeah, real good baseball skills. Just no form of communication and doors opening yet. Frustration, communication wise. Seven of clubs. So it's like you're waiting for something to happen with something you consider a gift or talent or work you've been putting in. And you're waiting to get out of something you think is deserved, basically. But what may be happening is, since this is not a red card, a life, it's a black card, what may be happening is lack of communication. So whatever you're doing alone, the opportunity of the potential of it not going to flourish without this blockage of communication. So you can't flourish if you still got heart chakra communication blockages. You're not even going to be able to have the right idea to even know what to do with your gifts and talents. 9 of clubs, and you ascending into more frustration. So you even trying to find things to prove this right, to talk down on all your opportunities, because it's more dark than light. So the only light is, at least you know you got opportunities, at least you know you gifted. That's the only light. The light is, but the darkness is outweighing it. You do nothing about it. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, you got opportunities. Probably barely any more if they're not fleeting away, because you got these right here. Frustrations. Frustrations block opportunities. Frustrations block solutions. Frustrations create distractions. You're distracted from your opportunity based on social media, message, reading too much, not doing, thinking you need more information. And this is what you are ascending into as your life, your new person. You're ascending into a frustrating individual. So what good is you knowing you got opportunities if no communication or experiences has anything to do with it? It's just you on the couch knowing you got an opportunity. You keep constantly trying to find ways not to do. It's weird. Let's see what zodiac sign you're dealing with or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify it. 1 plus 7 plus 9. 17. So you're distracted by a Scorpio. You might be traumatized by a Scorpio that don't want you or something like that. Or you probably gotta or you probably need to utilize the Scorpio energy itself. You might need to kind of like be more secretive with your moves if people around you gonna feel a certain way that you don't want them feeling, but you still want to do what you want to do. But you know, if you do what you want to do, they're gonna feel a certain way. Be more secretive. And when you do that situation long enough, it'd be too late. But if you situate it to the point of how life's supposed to be in that new business, career, or relationship, it won't matter how the person feel. You already substantiated it. So they will have to respect it and figure out the starting points of getting over it now. Because whatever you in, it ain't like they can tell you was something wrong if you was in it long enough without saying nothing and built that business and career or relationship to the point that anyone could look at it like, okay, y'all just got it together. But it might be something that you start that another person in your life might not like that business career or college curriculum or a relationship for you. So for the most part, they might judge it and prevent you not to do it. But if you know this is something you want to do and all you got to do is put in the work, and you could be in a better position than the person that you see you like that as a possibility, then you might take their advice and not do it. And you might care about their opinion so much that you still want to talk to them about it. But with the Scorpio energy coming out, it's saying don't even present that to them and still do it. And create a scenario where they don't have to know, because you got your own space anyway if you're an adult. Then work on that long enough so when it do come time to present it, you know how they're going to see it. So, but at that point, it don't matter how they see it or not, because you got it to the point of how you know it was going to get there, that only if it would have started like that, this person wouldn't have worried anyway. But you know things take time. So instead of that person even throwing their advice, you put the time in and get it to that situation, business or relationship wise, that you wanted to really do without them knowing, then when they get to that situation that you know is going to get there for the average individual or to not complain anyway, then you present it to that person. And therefore, you wouldn't have to say, I told you so, and have those arguments with that person or group of people that didn't want that from you. You went and did it, saved them the problem by not even knowing, got it to where you know it's going to get it without having a fart cloud peer pressure on you. Then when you present it, they don't even have to have that judgment thought, and you didn't already did what you was going to do anyway, and now it's good to go. Now, for the most part, here's the thing. Or you might just straight up be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. All right. So, yeah. So, when it comes to your business and career, be a little bit more strategic. Behind closed doors, if you're in the middle of the war, look at your fellow Aries Mars sign. Instead of jumping from the tree ahead and see how fast you can strike, and that might got you killed, be a little bit more strategic. Even if the Aries succeed, put in your mind of an Aries not succeeding, and make that one of the reasons why they're using Mars in a more naive way or childlike way. So when you see the Aries go behind a tree to try to stab to help y'all with the war, and you see them get killed, you're like, oh, okay, let me wait behind the tree and wait till the enemy feel like there's no one around. Then do what the Aries do. And now I'm doing the other octave of Mars, the Scorpio version of it. And you'll figure out that version is more strategic right there. AKA, in this context, don't let the person know automatically you're coming from the tree and they know the enemy with the sword. Don't let the person know you're there. And then when you're ready to present to the enemy with the sword, you know in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, the enemy is the person that's just ain't no enemy, but it's just the person that you know will see you a certain way. You come at them after you are already prepared and stuff like that, and they already don't know what's going on. So then when you do rock them to sleep as the enemy allegory-wise, and you cut them 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, that's you presenting your situation after it's already said and done, and is in that situation already where you know a person won't complain anyway. And then boom, then you show that, then you strike. And then when the enemy turn around, they ain't got nothing to complain about. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Take a break. That was too many goddamn energies. Once I started getting into goddamn Leo, Taurus, that goddamn Virgo, goddamn. Hold on for a second, y'all. This is only gonna take a couple seconds. Instant oil sticks. I almost felt like I jumped through people's shoes and stuff like that. That's sometimes why I don't like doing this sometimes, because I almost feel like it's personal and stuff like that, to the point that I got to erase myself from the signs. Real stuff. This almost got me thinking like, damn, who I need to look at? I got to remember. No, this tarot card reader, it only actually means who's actually, like, when you wake up in the morning, like your sister, your brother, you know what I'm saying? And the people you at work and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then, you know, when you be on, especially people who don't do this, you're not the teacher, you could be into this so deep to the point that you have no choice but to start looking at it like that. So you start looking for it and making scenarios in your mind and stuff, and sometimes manifest it. So the next time you hear a reading or get one, you got no choice but to be like, yes, bitch, yes, clean, let's go, clean. Because you kind of manifested it. Like, so like sometimes we always got to remember, wait a minute, okay, this is not about, because we'd go to the grocery store, it'd be a complete stranger. We'd go get a reading or listen to a reading like this and be like, oh, yup, it was that person. So that's what they was thinking when I seen them down the aisle before I got the grape juice. And that's a complete stranger. So you gotta like be careful. Whether it's a person you kind of vicariously know or not. If they're not heavily invested in your life to the point that that's a person you could wake up and be like, how we gonna rub two nickels together? The reading is not about that person. But trust me, I know. You could be the average person online so long, sometimes you think it's that. You get confused real quick and manifest it. You know what I'm saying? And get a connection online or something like that, then it actually be that. Then you be like, and then you sometimes got to snap out of it and be like, wait, it's still really not that though. It's still the people that I'm waking up every day and around. You know, it ain't always about relationships either. It's the smack monkeys, everybody smack monkeys. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing, if you are a tarot card reader or an astrologer, and then you watch me, see, I'm a teacher, so I'm on break right now. This commercial, I always got to teach. That's one thing that you gotta know. You kind of got to know and use wisdom with your readings. You kind of gotta know that sometimes. So that's why sometimes it is a good thing before y'all readings. I think y'all be saying, what it say? This may not resonate with everybody. I don't have to say that because I know I'm spiritual. I'm Uriel. I teach these things, so I don't get these things. I teach, but I'm in teacher mode right now. I'm glad y'all do say that for people who don't read and stuff like that. That's a good thing when you're not Uriel. It might not resonate because the people that's listening to you, trust me, everybody been there, and I'm a teacher, so I understand these things too, or I wouldn't know how to teach it. Everybody sometimes is detached a little bit, so it could get confusing, and then you do get too many connections. Where, for an example, just the fact of wanting to be in a job, wanting a job right now, and everybody got access online. You might have went through one of those days where you put in so many applications, it was like 10, 20 jobs you know you didn't want, but you put those applications in and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So let's say you go get a reading, and you get a reading, or you go listen to a reading like this right now, right? Now, in your real life, you know that you could quickly go to McDonald's real quick because they got all day interviews and stuff or something like that. So you already know that those first in your mind. But we might be online so much that we get confused between the real applications we did and certain ones we did online that could possibly be real, but it was still online. But we just had one of those days we did everything because we was frustrated. Our kids probably was crying, or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Now, when you get a reading in that space, here's the thing. All the stories confuse you now. Because when a person be like, yeah, this manager is thinking about this, and this manager is dealing with something right now, and they're being choosy. So they're going through something right now. So you might got to give them 2 weeks. In your mind, here's how you manifest a situation to be true that's still really not true. You'll be sitting back thinking like, damn, so what manager is that? And you'll be doing that with the 10 applications you put in of jobs you know you really didn't want anyway, and the 10 ones that's actually possible in your area. So it'll be a whole bunch of seconds and minutes throughout your day that you'll be trying to figure out good ideas about 10 of those jobs you know ain't even possible. It was just one of those days you went online and was just doing all kind of tapping in type stuff. And so those ones was never possible anyway. But you will find a whole bunch of 10 minutes you have conversations with your friends of, yes, bitch, yes, Cletus go. This tarot card, this astrologer, Uriel was right. This manager, when I went online, one of the managers of the jobs I tried to get a job at, they was wearing red that day. So I know that's what the tarot card was talking about. I'm a see red. When I got online, that manager of that one job had on red when they posted a picture of their family that day. And it probably was one of those jobs you know you weren't going to get anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get it? And then the things you really need to be looking at and the people and stuff like that, those be passing you by for 6 months. Can I get another reading? Passing you by another 18 months. Damn, I need another reader. After that, the reader become your enemy. I'm gonna go online and make a post about how others don't need to listen to her or him. Yeah, they got a whole new song. You probably about to become a rapper and stuff. Everything. Commercial over. Back to tarot card reading. Yeah, for that. I'll go for that. Back to tarot card reading. I'll go for that. We are below the horizon sigils, below Smiley now. So do a sigil line from 180-degree angle. Yeah, we down here now. You know, Smiley, frowny, McDonald mascot man face, because you ain't never happy. We down here now. Lower chakra energy now. Not no sunny day, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. energy, first through 6th house, ruler of the father energy no more. We in Lilith the ruler, Mother Sophia. She ruled the 7th through the 12th house. I'm saying the father, light, daytime, it's spectrum year, macro version, spring to into summer rules, goddammit. Aries to Virgo, that's the father. Father rules that. Okay, for all my Libras, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Venuses. Now, I need to get this done real fast. Hopefully, y'all ain't got no damn spooky goddamn stories and stuff, man. I want to get through this real quick. We starting off with air, too. Hopefully, that means speed up. Real stuff. I ain't trying to be here all day and stuff like that. Because some of these stories and narratives, no person in a human body should ever go through. That lets you know all y'all connections is manifested off spookism. Because this y'all relationships, these the stories y'all going through, these are spookism, secret narcissisms. All y'all nuts coming together in these type of scenarios. Y'all make me feel bad. Y'all make me feel like I'm a part of y'all every time I participate, Dan. This the stories y'all going through. Jesus Christ. No person that once upon a time you had words called reciprocation. It was that much simple. It was that simple. Once upon a time you just had connection. Once upon a time you had go with the flow. Then y'all get readings and see what y'all going through. Y'all in a whole new world. I don't know what kind of world this is. Y'all going through situations because y'all trying to figure out things before even doing anything. So when y'all start doing it, y'all participate with a whole bunch of trauma fart clouds first. So y'all manifest what y'all think is right first. But this one came out. 6 of clubs. Right? Now with the 6 of clubs, you're paying a whole lot of attention to frustration. So this is basically what I'm talking about. Right? Going into situations with already a whole bunch of prejudgments that you sat back from a distance to calculate. You fuck up any situation before you jump into it. You're supposed to jump into it to see how the world gonna react to you with it. And how it's react to you. And that situation with that person, place, or thing is with you first. Then let the reading be the outcome to let you know what space you in and this is what you attract. And let that experience first be the confirmation. You went through the experience first. Then the reading be letting you know where you at more. Now you can start using it to stop things before you participate. But first you got to use and play in the world first. But you paying attention to too much frustration, Libra. I don't know why you're paying attention to frustrating things that don't work. This smack monkey right there don't support. This smack monkey right here using you for something else like sex. This smack monkey right here ain't even into the same things you into. This smack monkey right here, you planted bad seeds. You just gotta adjust that. You can't get rid of that one. So but y'all got fuss. Y'all be paying attention to some stupid stuff. I don't know why y'all paying attention to frustrating business, career, or love matter right now. You know that smack monkey ain't trying to put you in a white picket fence in a big backyard with some horses running in it. Now you know. So I don't know why you paying attention to that frustration so much. You might be dickmatized, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. That's it, Libra. Ain't nothing else. And words that was spoken in your ear. You damn sure can't go in the backyard right now and see a white picket fence and some horses running around with a big backyard. You tell me you can. And if you can, it was from your labor, your nails breaking. Tell me I'm wrong. Now look, also Jack Spades. You hit the jackpot of someone trying to cut you out of something, oppose you out of something in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? If somebody trying to cut you, hit the jackpot or something this is the space you in. You paying attention to frustration, distracted people attract other distraction people. You hit the jackpot of distracted people, and they distracted and hating on you about something. So you paying attention to something that you involved in, that you actually can accumulate positive energy, but you always got it in a negative light. Whether you showboating, whether you're frustrated mentally and you're not expressing good energies, whether it ain't got nothing to do with physical stuff. But you got people hating on you, either looking at you like you're taking advantage of something you do got, and you're looking at it wrong, and they get ready to take your man and woman or your business from you because you're not doing it right, or you're just paying attention to frustration for you to even not have a business or a relationship or a career, and you got people getting ready to separate. You hit the jackpot of people cutting you out, cutting your energy from them. So you're dealing with extreme unbalanced energies right now, being a Libra, and that's really uncomfortable for you in a whole. Boom. Dang. Ain't really nobody. Aries had the best card yet. And that's unusual because Aries always the first one that's flown. You got all negative cards. So you are frustrating. So these frustrations not even coming outside of you. These frustrations is coming from you because it's the last card. So one of those narratives I was breaking down, one of them is actually right. But this changed the whole thing and made it specifically. So you might be paying attention to frustrating things like I was breaking down and hit the jackpot of haters. But one of those stories was you might be in negative energies and people isolating your energy from them. That's specifically the story right here, Libra, because this what came out last. You are the frustrating one. You being in frustrating spirits is causing others and causing you to hit the jackpot for others to cut you out of something due to the fact of what you pay attention to all day. Frustration. You might be in a partnership with someone and they might feel like they need a break from you because you only know how to pay attention to the negative of it right now, with the wrongness that they're doing. Even if they may have cheated last month, y'all may have got over it. This month right now, you keep bringing it up and you putting them in a position to feel like, I thought you got over it. I'm not cheating no more. Why you keep bringing it up? And if you're not over it, why you convince me that you're willing to stay with me? Now they're getting ready to hit. Now you hit the jackpot. They're getting ready to feel like they need to separate themselves, separate you from their energy because you're just being frustrating. You get it? So I don't know what the business y'all in. Don't get fired right now because you keep getting the funk. You got an attitude with someone at work and you allowing them to be more important. So when you go to work, you allow them to make you do something to get you fired and they still there. Don't do that. Or whatever relationship you in or whatever like that. Y'all don't know what y'all Libras farty right now. Fart stenches. Get out of that funk. Stop watching that show that's putting you in a funk of making you think in your mind like you're watching astrology or tarot card readings and make in your mind how that story is you. And then live that out and manifest that. And now this person, for an example, person may have cheated, not cheating no more, right? You keep watching Love and Hip Hop. So in your mind now, you keep making it your story. But the Love and Hip Hop ain't quite your story. But since you're entertained by it, you're changing the narrative, like a tarot reading or something like that. Now, you constantly finding ways to make this person look like they're still doing that same thing you're paying attention to. Now you just hit the jackpot of this person wanting to cut you out of their shit. Now let's see what zodiac sign you're dealing with or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify it. Yeah, I gotta get a female real fast. Because you know why? What I'm breaking down right now, when I see other astrologers online, especially tarot card readers, people be getting a lot of views and stuff like that. What I'm kicking need to be a every other day thing too. I got too much other stuff to talk about. I can't really just do this every other day. So I just be picking important days like new moons, full moons, when a planet change, when a planet just go into retrograde, or when a planet change into another sign. So that just be like every other 2 weeks, every other month, and sometimes at that. But for real though, this dude got to be like kicked just like other astrologers and tarot card readers online, like females and some dudes, but mostly females. They up here just as much as me, but strictly with tarot cards. I'm up here a lot, but just not just with this. But this just remind me this still needs to be out there. So that's a position that my life created that's so big I need assistance on. It's inevitable. Like that this got to be out every 2 days type shit too. I might could squeeze in the meantime before I get that a one card, which I'm gonna be using TikTok for. So yeah, let me get back into TikTok. But that's one of the plans that God just put in front of me. That's beyond me. I can't even try that if I tried and trying to do this every other day and all my other stuff and astrology and nah, I can't even do that if I even tried. So I'm not everybody try to act strong for y'all and I'm a man. Hey, you can do everything by yourself, and then a female try to copy me and do it in ways that men don't think about, and now she got her own Amazon business or something like that in the real Amazon rainforest now. She sell trees and stuff. So like I gotta that got to be a thing. I ain't even no choice. Or I'm letting one of my creative gifts leave. And I'm not doing it the way God said to do it. Each one teach one so someone else could benefit from it too. And stuff like that. I can't let fade stuff fade. That's stupid. And then just play hard because I got a lot of secret trolls and admirers that can't step up the real adult spiritual way to secretly create fart clouds around me, and then I never do it and never have a tarot card deck or nothing like that. I gotta stop that. Stop thinking for humans and think for myself and God and people who serious. 6, and that's some balance for your ass, Libras. I gotta practice that. Y'all in my life for a reason, Libras, because I'm Aries. All right, 6 plus 1 plus 11, 18. So Libras, y'all dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you need to utilize the Sagittarius energy itself in order to rectify what's going on. You might need your own space. Separate from people because you ain't doing nothing but wasting time right now or making situations bad for others because you ain't doing enough self-evaluation. You gotta do something. You might gotta utilize the Sagittarius energy. Travel, but travel alone. It can be internally or externally. Internally means jump into a different spaceship, another mentality, so you can have other far out thoughts that you could bring back into your world amongst the same people you see every day. So you could be a different person, different morality. Or you might physically travel. Go walk in the park. Create a routine somewhere. Clear your mind. Go look at something. Get into your own space right now. You know what I'm saying? And that'll clear a lot of things up. Because you may have a certain thing that you do that you're unaware of that you do that causing situations for you to think other people are doing things to you. And you won't realize it until you alone a little bit. Or you might straight up be dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Scorpios. I'm happy because I got pancreatitis problems, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this while I'm flipping cards. Because it's gonna make me rush to get through Pisces, and all the messages might not be getting out. And that was one of the main things in my mind of why I wanted to rush. Because you know this channel ain't got a lot of views anyway, so I was making excuses in my mind to hurry up and get through it. But I'm like, nah, I'm getting messages. I can't be this. Because I didn't start caring about views or nothing like that. So that don't mean nothing. If I'm on a train of thought, a line of reasoning, that's more important. I'm here for a vessel right now. Reality fades. That ain't important. Reality ain't important. That'll manifest in other ways, and even ways that's way beyond what I could fathom just by doing it that way. So yeah, I don't care about it. I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm gonna figure out how to do that while I'm in them. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant to Mars. Career, business, and career, business, and love matters. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant to Mars. Real relaxing on a pancreas. You know what I'm saying? Real, goddamn, I'm gonna wake up early in the morning. Stuff. Now look, check this out. Ace of Diamonds. Now with the Ace of Diamonds, right? You are a gift. You are a talent. You know what I'm saying? You can get attention. Or you can give attention in the way it's supposed to be gave. Whether it's your business, career, or love matters. So during this particular time, you could be in a situation where you are the gift. You are the talent. You are the attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when the pancreas don't relax, ain't no waking up early for Uriel. I'm gonna have to stretch out, jump out the bed, and lay on the floor for a few hours and stuff like that until something happens, some type of transition gas move or something, muscle relax or something. All right, let's seven. Who else had the 7 of spades? No, somebody had the 7 of clubs, so you might share similar, but it's kind of you in more opposite position. 7 of swords. This is the card. Nobody wants to see this card. It don't matter if you're in tarot and it's a 7 of swords, or you're in a flight, or if you're in a flight tarot card, and if you Uriel's consort and you get ready to take over the world with this, it all means the same thing. 7 of swords. I'm saying this is so this means reconciliation needed, or let bygones be bygones and just go your way needed. But the discussion needs to be had, or there's going to be fart clouds and blockages for both or more parties, because this is where blockages come from. You might did something wrong to someone. It don't necessarily mean you got to be with them and suit their happiness and give them the gratification and satisfaction, but you do got to do things for you and God, regardless of the outcome, even if it's one that make you vulnerable and you wish you didn't do it. If you're just protecting that, you're protecting the devil. You're never going to have no clarity or clearance into new opportunities in your life, because you'll be carrying a blockage that become your body language and your way of moving. So you always on another type of time that don't open opportunities, demon times and stuff, not the time that you can go to that same situation and the door be open. So with the 7 of swords, this means you may have done something to someone and you may have to apologize in some way, shape, or form. no matter if the apology leads to things being cool or not. That's not the point. You apologize for you and God seeing you being a changed person so God can start giving you ideas and abilities not to create that situation again and mess somebody else's life up, or you create more blockages. Or you can sit here and try to sweep this under the rug. Don't do that communication because you think somebody going to be like, I told you so. Or you feel vulnerable because you think it's not going to get on good terms. You have to accept even if it is bad and a person still will cuss you out. That ain't the point. You did your justice. What another person do or how the outcome not supposed to be what you worried about. See, so you're not dealing with God then. You're not in a relationship with God. You're in a relationship with the devil and all the validations that other people in relationships with devils is connecting. You're not supposed to connect with the world that way, but this is 99% of the world. But you being a Scorpio, you got to change yourself. Therefore, you'll be open to manifest others where a situation like that won't even manifest because you're on the right time to be in the right events to manifest situations like that because you're no longer dealing with that yourself. The more you're trying to sweep up under the rug of this conversation, this reciprocation, this comprehension to be able to resolve or whatever like that, and the more you're not at no percentage level, it's going to be things you actually want to do in life. But the fart cloud mentality you got going to become words you say, the timings you do things, to always be at the events that when you want to do things, have blockages there. And you're not going to know why. Because you thinking you're doing all the good things in that situation that don't got nothing to do with what's creating a blockage. This reciprocation story you're not doing. Whether you wrong or they wrong. You need to open the opportunity for that conversation to be had, or that Seven of Swords is going to be stuck in your heart like the tarot card, and you're going to be laying on the ground with those Sevens of Swords being stabbed inside of you, aka the falling of a business, career, or relationship, because it's always the failing when it lacks communication, aka you see the swords inside of a man or a woman on the ground bleeding out on the tarot card. That's what it means. It means if that communication or those swords don't be pulled out, and that man or woman get up to the hospital and stop bleeding, that mean the next card come, the Tower card. It's a fall. Then after that, it's a death card. You can't even go back to that situation. If you could go ahead and pull them swords out of you to survive, that actually means in a 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, if you can go ahead and have that conversation, then you won't meet the Tower moment, aka witnessing the blockages. Then meet the Devil card, aka you can't even do that if you tried because you got a bad face card and reputation. So every time you try to go get that job, you got an employee or a manager there saying, don't hire them. Remember, they was here before. Don't hire them. Remember, look how they got fired at their last job. Don't hire them. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. If you don't want that, have that communication, and you the gift, you can do it. Look, I'm tired of all these deep messages now. What did I just tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all I'm trying to get through this? I think it all started with Leo. God damn. Now I told you I ain't got the consort that I done trained her in reality in real life for a larger portion of time yet. I need a good about 3 weeks to 3 months. Talking privately to a person and stuff like that and things of that nature and setting up and planning so that this could be grounded, and then other people know that, oh yeah, I'd rather hear from her than someone else because she actually was around Dolo, so she ain't fake and coming in as a facade for her business. It got to be like that. It had to have the metaphysical energy in and the physical. If it ain't the real life, it ain't going to manifest in the physical. There's going to be a bunch of people trying and it never flourished, and now Dolo is the enemy. Archdemon Uriel vampire now. Because Dolo never helped their tarot card reading or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And they can't do that. Got to be flight tarot card or it ain't legit. And I don't got time to be going into these deep messages and one sign being a whole 30 minutes and 40 minutes. I don't got the time just because I got the intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. I'll tell you that right now. I already got in my mind right now. Hurry up because I got a pre-record upload, or I got a whole live stream about people with validation issues and abandonment issues. Man, that's about a whole 3 hours. Man, I can't wait to get to that. It's like this. I got the time. A female right now could just go live. We could be going live right after each other or the same time, both making money and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I got the time. I'm too broad-minded. I'm too broad-minded. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, commercial over. I'm sorry. Commercial over. I'm sorry. Commercial over. Scorpio just made me get deep. Leo started it and all this. Now y'all got all these speculatism messages. And I gotta feel like I got to give them all out. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy. I need somebody with press on nails. All right, now look. All right, let's get it. Boom, this came out fast. Thank God. All right, now look. Boom, 10 of hearts. So you might be falling back from some type of opportunity, which probably is needed. Probably is needed. Because in this case right here, right, you're going to be privy to some information that cuts you out, opposing you. Some hater energy, right? But you might be blinded because it looked like an opportunity. So yeah, it's like digmatism energy. Twatmatized energy. Yeah, it's like it's this person you might need to fall back and look like an opportunity, but it's really just 7 of swords. If you don't take that womb out of you, getting stung by whatever this opposition is and stuff, you get out of your business and career because you forgot to go to work that morning and you forgot to call off. So it's a no-show because you was digmatized and twatmatized the night before and stuff by this 7 of swords stuck in you and stuff like that because you got good gifts and talents and cartwheels in the bed and stuff like that. I mean, good gifts and talents of the individual. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you do alone that ain't got nothing to do with when you at work. But see, now you all distracted, 7 of swords. And message said things of that nature, and you not having that good conversation, the resolization, like, I need my time, or having that good conversation with someone that not experiencing blockages when you at work, getting them checks of opportunities and stuff like that eventually you might fall back from, because you falling back into digmatized and twatmatized. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. No, that job more important. Don't fall back from the opportunities. Okay? Real stuff, or don't be just receiving information and stuff like that and cutting you out into opportunities and stuff. So you got this opportunity, right? Because you the gift, and then you receiving all these distractions and things that's cutting you out and haters. Oh, every time you open up a message, you got a hater. So you want to read everything. You forgot to go to work that time. You forgot to go to work on time and stuff. So now you got to fall back from one of these opportunities and stuff because of what you just lost in believing what you just seen in the email. And now all your creative gifts and talents is way at the beginning. Like it's blocked by what came second and what came after that. You falling back from all your opportunities because you distracted by message. 7 of swords poking you, digmatized, twatmatized. Yeah, I said all the time. You got good gifts and talents to manifest that in the first place. I say you got you falling back from all the good opportunities God got for you in your life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with you, Scorpio. Something wrong with y'all. Your buttercream face, jawline, the water, salt, toffee face. Well, stop. Get out the water. Stop stinging yourself. Stop stinging others. Have that conversation. No, I said there's other things that's more important. Have that conversation. You might got to fall back from that person. Have that conversation with them. Let them know that, goddamn it, it's wearing off. The NyQuilism is wearing off. NyQuil, digmatism. It's wearing off. You got to have that conversation. Have that deep, dark, in-house conversation. Oh, let's see who y'all dealing with to rectify it, or who you might be just dealing with, like a smack monkey or a shade bird. 1 + 7 + 10, 18. Not dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. The other side of you. So y'all don't be rubbing each other the wrong way until y'all start having experiences. One person blamed it on God, and the other person blamed it on they got stung or something like that. Both y'all nuts. Say y'all did the same thing. Can't keep your dick just twatting your Barbie jaw granny pants. That's it. It's the same thing. One person blamed it on God. One person blamed it on the other person made me do it. So I'm getting back in revenge. Y'all both did the same thing though. You're both nuts. Now let's check this out. So for the most part, yay. You need a little bit of space. Go travel somewhere. Go alone in your own mind. Stop stinging others. Keep your stinger in your own panties, boxer briefs, Ken doll, Barbie grannies. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in there with a belt tight with a goddamn combination lock we used to have at school lockers on. You know what I'm saying? Keep it there real quick and get your mind together first. The mind is more important. The mind is a terrible thing to waste right now, Scorpios. You know what I said? The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Keep your mind together right now and travel. Get distant. Go learn about religion, spirituality. You might need Jesus right now. You might need Jesus to take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius came out for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It might not always deal with the Zodiac and the person. The energy you dealing with to rectify it. You might need Jesus right now. You know what I'm saying? Go get save $10 out of every check for that collection plate now. Make the preacher feel good now. You need it. It's going to play out in other areas in your life. You might stop cheating. You might stop robbing and stealing and taking your grandma's last peppermint and $10 in her purse. Sad real stuff. Real, y'all Sagittarius ain't shit. Damn, real shit. So yeah, you might be around a flunked out ass person right now that make you just like them, and then y'all doing the same thing. It's just the person you around blamed it on God when they was rolling the dice, and you blamed it on because the thing that's in their pants, and now it's their fault. But it takes two to tango, so you got to remember, no, you the one with the stinger now. Y'all said real flunked out. Y'all be thinking now. Y'all don't really be thinking like that. Y'all think with the lower chakras. Y'all think with the lower brains. You supposed to think with the brain that make the pineal gland, not think with the brain that make the egg cell or the sperm cell. Yeah, I said. Don't think with the lower brains too much. I'm not the organs to be thinking about all the time, okay? I'm not the organs all the time your spirit's supposed to be in. You already got here through those organs. Man, get familiar with other organs, higher nature, higher octave Mars organs. Get more familiar with those ones. The organs that your spirit jump in and it didn't make the area where stingers can manifest at. I said the ones that the brain can manifest, not the one next to Abraham bosom. You can't seem to keep inside your Batman, He-Man, Barbie doll, granny panties. You know what I'm saying? How about use those ones? You know what I'm saying? Real Steven, that brain. Real stuff. Y'all Scorpios, y'all float. Y'all follow it. Y'all got the sign of somebody who ain't shit. So you ain't that far behind the Zodiac right before. So all they got to do is have a baton out. You right there. You could get it. They ain't even got to stretch out long enough. Sagittarius got a little bit. It look like they're doing a Macho Man flex before they stretch their arm all the way out. You could grab the baton. You right behind them. You ain't know you ain't far behind. I said real estate. You just blamed it on somebody else. They just blamed it on Jesus. That's why. Or you might straight up be dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. God damn it, Sagittarius. Real shit. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, Jupiter. PBS channel. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Jupiters. Real good relaxing. Ooh, real good relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got the nerve to try to demonetize people and stuff like that. But everything that's legal actually destroys the body. Yeah. Now, if I was up here promoting Vicodins and Percocets and stuff like that they'd be trying to subscribe me and stuff like that I never go get from Walgreens and stuff, my whole page would be green, monetization, other doctors talking about it that you could get online and hear about it right now, all kind of stuff. If I was talking about that, as soon as I want to use some natural Indian healing orchestrations and it actually worked for me because I got 4,000 videos, now all of a sudden YouTube compromised. I said, thanks so much for the cash up, Andrew. I appreciate that. YouTube, mate. YouTube part, bunch of Sagittariuses. This reading just for you, YouTube. Bunch of Sagittariuses and Aquariuses. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, YouTube. A whole bunch of Sagittarius and Aquariuses at the little corporation table and say, hey guys, let's come up with something. Let's call it YouTube. I guarantee a whole staff of Sagittariuses and Aquariuses. Now let's check this out. Now, boom, you got Jupiter diamonds. So you hit the jackpot. I said Jupiter. You got the jack of diamonds. So you hit the jack, and I don't know how this card came out. I don't know if I just pulled this out or a flip. That must have been a message then. I don't feel like rewinding to figure it out to shuffle over. This was y'all smack monkeys getting Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Jupiters. This was the message that came out first. The J sign. The super secret Jewish great July Jewish time in June at the end there was some Jew created it with Jupiter and them and with the, in the sky with Jupiter. Now let's check this out in Zeus. You got this diamond right. You hit the jackpot of some gift, some talent, some opportunity or something like that. You not an opportunity. to make your gifts a talent. But your gifts can become an opportunity. So you got this gift, something you can get attention for, creative attribute, fire, magic wand. You got the Jack of Wands, and it's trucker, and stuff like that. So for the most part, yeah, you hit the jackpot based upon something you express. Some type of creative gift that can be seen. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Uh-oh, underline the story. Dun, 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 dun. Now, look, you spending a whole lot of time in things that's not for you, cutting you out, haters. You spending too much time on haters in some way, shape, or form. Whether they're a family, friend, associate trolling you in your life or something like that. But then you got some person, place, or thing outside of you. You got the big joker. Some other person outside of you, not you having an epiphany, but someone else having a change of heart. And it's up to you to have one or not, or a place or thing or opportunity or a blockage being released in some way. Now, that's not for all y'all, but for some of y'all smack monkeys. Uh-oh, no more underlining story. I'm tired of all these deep synchronicities, soaking the water bath, salt and Himalaya on the side with candles lit, and goddamn whole story about you all night. Now, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, say hold on. I know y'all the narky spirits. Now, let's check. You got the 10 of spades. You got to fall back from some type of thing that's opposing you. And this is related to some of the Sagittarius who got this who had that underlining story. Right? And you're not even going to see this this epiphany outside of you, or this opportunity being open, this blockage, or this new person having to change your heart, or whatever like that, or people, because you need to fall back from something that you're cut out of anyway. It's almost like this is like a damn if you do, damn if you don't energy. What do I mean by that? Like, you ever been in a situation where you've been doing something to prevent something, but whatever you've been doing to prevent something really haven't been preventing anything. And then you have to go through enough situations to convince yourself, like, wait a minute, whatever I'm doing ain't getting me nothing or preventing nothing. And this is the reason why I'm doing this in the first place. So even if I don't do it, the thing is still not going to be prevented, or I'm still not going to do what I'm making. So whether I'll be damned if I do, damned if I don't. So why do I care about not doing something to prevent something, where even if I don't do that, that thing I'm trying to prevent is still going to be happening? So let me just switch my whole game. This is that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? If that made any sense. Let me see if I could make a scenario about this. Let's say you're in a relationship or a network with a business partnership, right? And let's say you've been doing something with this person for the business or the relationship to continue to run, to prevent things to happen that make businesses fail. But let's say whatever you've been doing to not start something that make businesses fail, whatever y'all been doing to stop that haven't been stopping those points that make it look like businesses is failing. Yet you start to act like, I bet not stop doing what I'm doing though. So you act like you care about not stopping doing what you're doing to prevent something that really still happening anyway. So now you're coming to a conclusion like, well, let me just stop doing what I'm doing to prevent something from happening, because even if I stop doing what I'm doing to prevent something from happening, that thing I'm trying to prevent is still happening anyway. Even me doing the things I'm doing to prevent it. The things I'm doing not even stopping it from happening. So why do I care about doing the same thing to prevent something that's still happening? So why should I care if I stop doing that, like that thing that's still keep happening, like it's not going to happen? You get it? Like, it could be something going on in your life that still happening anyway, and you was doing something to stop that from happening, but what you're doing is not stopping it from happening. And let's say you reach that conclusion, let me stop doing that because it's happening anyway. Let's say you reach that little phase where it's like you feel weird that you're not doing that thing to stop that thing from... Why did it freeze? Oh, are we back? All right, so let's say you in this situation now where it's like you start to feel weird that you're not doing that thing to stop that thing from happening. And then let's say you forget that the thing that you starting to feel weird that you're not doing no more wasn't stopping that thing from not happening anyway. So you start to get confused a little bit as time go. Like, the thing that keep happening, the reason it keep happening is because you stop doing that thing to prevent it from happening again. You know what I'm saying? That's why it keep happening, because you stop doing that thing to prevent it from happening. So when you start doing that thing again because you feel weird, you're like, oh, I ain't doing that thing. You start doing it again, you're going to start realizing again that that wasn't the reason that to make that thing stop happening. You just lost in a whole realm of reality. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start doing that thing again and think that's what's going to stop that thing that never stopped happening anyway. And then you're going to realize, oh, that was the reason I stopped doing that thing to prevent that thing in the first place. Because it never stopped that thing from doing it. But every now and then you could drift off. And when that thing that you was trying to prevent keep happening, you could think that it's keep happening because of that thing you was doing to prevent it. And then when you do that thing to prevent it again, it always remind you that that thing wasn't stopping it anyway. So that thing could be a person, place, or thing. And then you drift off and always go back and realize, oh, that ain't the reason why this thing keep happening. I keep going back to the thing now I was trying to do to stop it. And just because I drifted off a little bit, I forgot that that thing never worked anyway. So why do I care about when I'm not doing that? Because every time I care a little bit and I do it again, I realize that never stopped my problem in the first place. And I kept doing that thing thinking it was stopping my problem. So that became a comfort zone of a trauma that you then got comfortable in. And anytime you jump into a whole new scenario, it's certain areas in that vulnerable place that helped you in other areas in your life that was positive because you didn't have to be vulnerable. It helped you protect yourself. But then in other areas where that's not needed, it's playing out as baggage, trauma, self-sabotaging situations because you seeing actions from people, places, and things that make you expect is going to lead into an outcome that you dealt with previously with other people, places, and things. And if you don't understand how to get out of that little cycle of stop completely doing the thing that you're drifting from that's not preventing anything in the first place, you will stop caring about that thing, which takes us into that video I really want to do when I need to stop that validation issue and abandonment issue live stream for anybody who dealing with those things. Sagittarius, you can be dealing with that though during this particular time right now also. Like I'm tired of these deep messages, y'all. Now come on, goddammit. Virgo, Libra, and Leo. It started with Leo and now Sag. But I gotta give it to you. So you could be dealing with that right now. So it's up to you. Do you want to go back to that thing to be reminded that right now you're not realizing that? But if you do it, Uriel telling you, you're going to be reminded that thing via person, place, or thing or people wasn't, or family, co-workers, or job, wasn't preventing it in the first place. You just thought it was, and you thought if you stopped doing it, your life would be worse. But when you looked at your situation, it wasn't stopping anything at all. You was convincing yourself and lost in a moral system that needed to be changed. It's up to you right now if you're going to actually keep doing that and confusing yourself anytime it come into a different shape or form and confuse you that the same energy is going on, or is you going to completely get rid of that whole validation issue and don't care about being validated so you can purely see what God wants for you and you can experience it because you probably never experienced it before for it to even be on your mind and think it's a possibility. So you're only working with what you think is possible and trying to control it. And God don't need you there. You see what I'm saying? Whether that's a business, career, or love matter. So this is what it means by falling back from obstacles, opportunities, and things of that nature. Obstacles, opposition, hate, and energy, falling back from this because you hit the jackpot of some type of creative gift or talent. But you're not going to be able to get to it if you don't fall back from opposition, things that don't match your space, cutting you out of things, hating. Thank you so much for the donation, Anthony Evans. Stop paying attention to opposite and hating and stuff like that. You said, what does it mean when I keep seeing a number? I can't, I'm going too far and deep into this than to go into a whole nother tangent right now. God damn it. Let me get Sag out the way. We already 2 hours in and shit like that. I didn't mean, oh Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on my soul. You didn't put me in a spirit that in my as a space. Develop a mentality of scatterness, bend in on itself. I done scattered the damn cards. Let me get my mind together. Hold on. Hold on. My spirit got to engineer and make up and get my mind together. Why you think we say that? Your spirit ain't the mind. I got to make up my mind. Let me as a spirit get in the right space so I can make that spaceship there. Get my mind together, jump inside of it, bend in as my blood fluid. Water going to go through my hands when I'm pulling these cards now. Sad. Boom. You got the small joker. So you got and you got an epiphany. So there's not an external person, place, or thing that has changed or opportunity have opened, but the way you feel about a person, place, or thing or opportunity is changing. So you have an epiphany right now. And this internal epiphany is coming from you hitting the jackpot of the this came out second. It's coming from you realizing you have to fall back from certain things that's not for you. Fall back 10, obstacles and oppositions, things that's not for you, or even haters and stuff, and things you need to cut out, or things that cut you out. So you got an epiphany, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or Jupiter. You got to change your heart about a person, place, or thing, or circumstance, or job, or family, or whatever, based on you feeling like you need to fall back from these obstacles or oppositions and things of that nature. So that's why you got an epiphany from all these things. But the reason that you feel like you need to cut yourself out and fall back and got to change your heart, because this what came out first. You hit the jackpot of some type of creative gift and talent. And this probably an attribute of all family, friends, and associates can't come type energy. So you may have to descend from those things, detach, because of your change of heart about this. You hitting the jackpot about your new space and creativity and imagination. God damn it. God, listen. You Capricorns right now want me to rush, don't you? Yep, y'all want me to Speedy Gonzalez. Don't you? Yep, I agree with that spirit. Let me jump in that space. We gonna hear y'all reading about me 13 seconds. Oh, stop. Capricorn, something with ascendants and Saturns. Boom. Jack of Diamonds. So you hit the jackpot of a creative gift and talent. You might need to pay attention to an Aquarius. See, y'all both, not Aquarius, Sagittarius in some way, shape, or form. But y'all hit the jackpot. Oh, shit. Did I even do the Zodiac sign, who y'all dealing with? And nope, I ain't even do that. Let me see what cards did I pull. What cards I pull? I don't even know if I did that for Scorpios, did I? So you got the Jack, the 10, and 2 Jacks and a 10. No. Wait a minute. Did I go back to... Oh, you got a Joker, a 10, and a Jack. All right, so all Sagittarius. Let's see what Zodiac sign you're dealing with, or Zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify this. And did I do Scorpio, y'all? Okay, Sagittarius is the Jack, the 10, and a Joker. Joker's space. 11 plus 10. 21. So you could be dealing with your opposite sign, a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you may need to utilize the Gemini energy itself in order to rectify it. You might need to communicate more, socialize more, talk more in some way, shape, or form. Therefore, you will be able to actually know what you're wasting your time on and things of that nature, or the circumstance that I just broke down when it comes into analyzing and communicating and seeing the external representations, or analyzing Gemini, coming to the conclusion to realize that that old habit wasn't stopping anything in the first place. So you feeling guilty about not doing it for it to stop something that didn't stop anyway is your first problem. You need to find another solution and go into a whole nother time. You're on the wrong time, expecting the wrong energies to come out of it. So you need to utilize the Gemini energy, or you might straight up be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Now, did I do Scorpio? Okay, I did Scorpio. All right, cool. All right, now Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Yup, Scorpio got Sag. All right, thank y'all. Yep. And start over on Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, so the energy be fresh. Y'all ruled by the 10th house. That's where your star and planet, your planet is like the father, Saturn, and then it went into the 10th house, that space, Beta, and created a world there, constellations, and the birth of the Capricorn constellation. So father, mother, father, the planet went into that house, that area, started fucking, and had joining of two energy to create another one. That space, that light, the space, the house, 10th house, that area and location, the man, the father lightening it up, the star being emitted there, and then it creating a constellation over time, doing it over and over again, and that's how the constellation and get ruled by the 10th house. So it's the house, planet, constellation, not the other way around. The house is the overall ruler, because it's just the space. Then what come out of the space is the planets. Then the planets fuck each other in these houses, and now we got night and day versions of it. And we call it constellations. And constellations having two rulers. I mean, having a ruler. Two constellations having a ruler. That planet and that house that fucked and created the constellation. And now you know what I'm saying? Now two houses got one ruler. The children. The father and the mother. All right, boom, Capricorn, you got 4 hearts. So, you're thinking a lot about an opportunity. You're thinking a whole lot and analyzing a whole lot about an opportunity in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, we is going to get through these. Because it ain't like Archangel Uriel get hundreds of thousands of views. But I am going to have a female, and I guarantee she ain't going to have no smoking or nothing in her stuff. Barely ever cussing in her. She going to have all the amount of views y'all see all these other females be having online. That's powerful spirits. All right, 8 of clubs. So yeah, because you got to have some proof in the pudding. We got to know how to separate spirituality and the wolves and the poodles. That kind of shows a female spirit, a spirit being in a female body. If she up here just as much as me, without no man, too, even if she got a man, that's probably a plus. But that means that means she's spiritual. Ain't nothing else about it. You know what I'm saying? So you either doing what you're doing or you're not. And by me being a man, sometimes I got confused because I'll be looking at everybody like everybody. And then sometimes I got to put myself in my own shoes. Like, wait a minute. This is what I do and be frustrated and I got to be sick and wake up every day. Well, God damn it. That's what my energy is, damn. God damn it. I better not be looking at nothing less. All right, well, look, but 8 of spades, right? 8 of clubs. You spending a whole lot of time in frustration or distraction and things of that nature. Being the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So be careful that you're not in no distraction, because you might be in like a similar energy that I'm breaking down and things of that nature, where the only reason you might be paying attention to frustration, you might be paying attention to things that don't match your energy and things of that nature. So you somewhere putting in hard work, and then you might got family or friends or associates or love interests or whatever the case, somewhere taking the same 24 hours and coming up with scenarios about you. So you're somewhere putting in hard work. A person is figuring out how they can get over on you and things of that nature. So this might be the frustration that you're paying attention to right now, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or Saturn. So you have to be careful of that also, where it's supposed to just be in business and career love matters, reciprocation. So when you're someone matching the same energy as you, that means they're distracted by the same thing you're distracted by. Or if it's this distracted, lost into the world, that's just a distracted person. The only distracted people distract others. So let's say you're not distracted and your distracted energy is transmuted for God. So you're busy with your work or whatever like that. And let's say you're pouring into someone who don't match your energy, right? You're pouring into someone who's distracted, because if they're not doing what you're doing, they're distracted anyway. What is they doing? So for the most part, you might be trying to be useful like a Capricorn, build on your business or your relationship, your family ship, and things of that nature. And for the most part, you might be in a situation where you're taking what you do and trying to build a business or a love matter or a love interest or help out a family member, and it's putting you into frustration because they're probably distracted. So they're probably in your same space, but they're not doing the same thing you're doing. So they're distracted when you're doing what you're doing. They're distracted into coming up what they think what you're doing. And whatever kind of people these are, like for an example, it might be a family member. They like to play video games all day. And you're working hard. Now, let's say this is your family member and y'all trying to start a business. When you're out working hard, they might be distracted with their distractions. So when y'all separate, they're playing a video game. In their mind, when you're away from them, they think you're somewhere playing a video game. So they're trying to match you with them, and you're trying to find someone to match you with you in your business, because you're the Capricorn. And this what might be frustrating you, because you might be finding weird energies where they might not help you the way you need help, because they think that you playing video games when you're actually putting in work. But that's their world. So they're self-reflecting. They're thinking you're playing video games like them. So they're finding ways to play video games with others and present it to you. So when you see it, you feel jealous, that because they feel like when you are out doing things, you're playing video games just like them. And since you're not playing video games with them, they're going to find somebody who's distracted like them. Distracted people distract others to play video games with, so they can show you that they don't necessarily need you to play video games with. And hopefully you force yourself back to play video games with them, or you just go about your business and they can prove to you that they didn't need you to play video games with this new person to play video games with. And since they in such a small video game world, they miss an opportunity, because they wasn't realizing that when you wasn't around them, you don't play video games. That ain't your energy. What you're doing is something that you do, and you was expecting this person who to play video games. Every time you play video games with them, you was expecting them to already look at you and be like, you don't play video games, you're playing dice. So you're waiting around expecting them and keeping the doors open for them to play dice with you, because you like, yeah, you show me you like dice. So you see I play dice 24/7. When you gonna come build dice with me? And you're even blocking out others for this person to come build dice with you. Now, this person, every time you're playing the dice and you think that this person see that's what you're doing, because you're doing it all the time, this person think you're playing video games because they're a distracted person. So distracted person distract others. They find themselves going to find another person to play video games because they think you're playing video games when you're playing dice. So when they start to be like, well, I'm going to go play video games because the Capricorn ain't not showing me that they want to play video games with me. So this Capricorn must be playing video games with others. So let me show this Capricorn that I ain't disposable. I got people I can play video games with too. And this person end up being so distracted, they end up just being in a video game world. So you never can use this person for dice. How can you ever use this person for dice if they in a race that you're not in, and they thought you was in that race because that's the only race they know how to live, because they're low vibrational. So you go find somebody who could play some dice, because this person knows some games. They probably somewhere watching tarot card readers like me right now, trying to figure out how they can manipulate and do some witchcraft, and how the whole world circle around them to convince you that you need to come play video games and stop playing video games where you at. And you not even playing video games. You somewhere waiting for this person to play dice, because y'all can make money way more like Capricorn off dice. And you have to come to the conclusion at the Capricorn that you just need to stop pouring in someone who don't match your energy. They're never going to know how to play dice. They only know how to play video games. I'm tired of these deep fucking messages. Y'all gonna leave me the hell alone. I need a damn break, for real shit, man. And all these damn scenarios popping up and shit. I would like to get through Aquarius and Pisces, please. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. Real stuff. Jesus. Let me just make it plain and simple. Your grandma ain't gonna stop believing in Jesus Christ, so stop taking her to Mardi Gras. Just because Mardi Gras got a man with crosses there that you can buy because somebody rocking y'all to sleep to help the community, so you know you can get a little concessions table, because everybody like to do that when it's Mardi Gras season. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to come to conclusion. Grandma like Jesus Christ. Grandma just not in that world. No matter how much grandma sometimes the Jesus Christ energy look like it play out, it could work for you sometimes. And every now and then y'all could go to certain movie theaters together. But when y'all go to the movie theaters, you got to be careful. The movies y'all be watching don't got nothing to do with Jesus or what you do. It'd be Medea and stuff like that. Eventually, you got to realize you got to stay on task and start pouring in the people that match your energy and your time. And grandma is all good every now and then, but it become a distraction. You know what I'm saying? And then when you want grandma to do what you want to do, you need to know that grandma don't like going to Mardi Gras. She still believes in Jesus Christ. So at that point, you got to realize you just about to be frustrated, pouring into something that don't need to be poured into. You're gonna be wasting your time. You ain't gonna end up going to Mardi Gras. Too busy having a conversation with grandma about Jesus right there. She didn't convince you about how that's the devil and stuff. Now you ain't going to see no good old big old titties and little nice yoga jiggly through yoga pants and stuff. You ain't get to see it now. You don't get to see it. Grandma done told you that got something to do with the devil. She done pull that out, pull scriptures out and stuff like that. Now you got to have bifocals on with binoculars on top of it, with x-ray glasses on top of it, 3D glasses on top of it, with blindfolds on top of it, and not go to Mardi Gras. Just to feel like you can glow tomorrow and rock the community to sleep and practice semen retention. Nah, hell, nah, I don't want that for you. Uriel don't want that for you, Cappies. Enjoy your life. Says power in the jiggle, and you might get the ability to get a little bit of your wiggly energy going on. In real life, offline. Commercial break over. All right, let's get it, because I got to get through Aquarius. I got, come on, man. I got tomorrow for spirituality to talk about. I got to talk about all these new sigils in my mind. Validity issues, abandonment issues. You got time to be talking about no specific smack monkey Zodiac all year round. I ain't got no time. The sun ain't waiting. The sun gonna be in the morning tomorrow, and it'll be night again. That ain't waiting. Why I'm sitting here on one Capricorn, one Zodiac sign about 24 hours out the day. Come on now. Y'all get out these spirits. Let's all get in speed up spirits now. Come on now. Oh, it's real stuff. All these deep narratives and stories that somebody grandma watching right now that's forcing me to stay on it for a while. Y'all said I ain't ran out. Real stuff. No more deep stories now. Come on now. Why do y'all go through these things? This ain't normal. Life is easy. Either someone with it or not. Either that door open or not. Either that manager gonna hire you or not, man. All these miscellaneous. Ain't no way y'all humans going through this. Ain't no way y'all ain't no yes, Miss Yes, cleaners. God damn, thank God I ain't human. Thank God. Thank God I ain't human. Jesus Christ, y'all make small problems big. Jesus, look, I'm in the wrong spirits. About 50,000 cars that slipped out my hand. God, get me out these spirits, God. Jesus. Spirit God's about to have a whole neighborhood pets disappear for a couple weeks. Jesus, I ain't mean that. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. We might have to take a break, and this might have to be done next. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. But we got to get through this. We're going to get through it. There's too many spirits floating around right now. Too many. There you go. Finally, a car flipped on his neck. Well, some of y'all Capricorns talking out the side of y'all neck. Why is it two cars? I ain't say underline the story. I ain't say all that. Why is it two cars flipped on? Nah, why is it? Hell no. This is that card I picked out. That's the message. That's the message God said built on Billy Goat arthritis in the kneecaps. Arthritis and the Adam's apple. That's what God said do. All right, 4 spades. That's it. So you thinking too much about things that's cutting you out, like Uriel ready to go to the next sign. That's what the space you in as a spirit. So you thinking too much about things that need to cut you out, oppositions and stuff like that, and stuff. You thinking too hard about stuff that's not for you, which leading you into this frustration that you can't get out of because you probably been done wrong or something like that. And what's on your mind is opportunities, and you're conflicted between two opportunities. Rather to cut someone out and let bygones be bygones. You know what I'm saying? Those type of energies. But you frustrated. You might pick the one to cussing somebody out. You know what I'm saying? You might let them create blockages for yourself. You might be satisfied and come to the conclusion like, yup, I agree to going through a blockage or two just for the satisfaction of cussing this slap nuts out. That got me frustrated. You can't wait to get in that position when you get in that opportunity. But cussing them out is going to make you not fully reach the maximum percentage level of that opportunity because you adding fart clouds and blood on your hands by keep participating. But this person made you frustrated so much, you got to give them a piece of your mind. That fourth dimension, you got to give them a piece of your mind. So when you reach this opportunity that you conflicted with, that God going to show you, look, this person gonna see your actions and see that you better than them, so you don't need to say nothing. You might start arguing with God and get conflicted. You be like, yeah, God, that sound good. I'm in a dog eat dog world. No, this person got to they got to see it and hear it from me. They got to hear the nan, because they made me frustrated. They got to hear, and now God gonna be like, all right, you can get in this position right here. You ain't gonna get all the possibilities though, because it might be a next person who don't deserve it. And you got that nature to do it again. And nah, child, I don't like ugly like that though. This might look beautiful, but you carrying two ugly, arguably spoken fart clouds behind it. You know what I'm saying? Real so yeah, I don't know. You if this is beautiful a little bit, you got ugliness behind it. You know, you take care of that first, child. Now, let's see what zodiac sign you're dealing with. What zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize to rectify that. That wasn't supposed to take that goddamn long. Jesus! What is y'all Capricorns going through? 8 plus 4 plus 4, 16. So y'all, that's why. You're dealing with a fart cloud airhead who can't shut up and got you lost and confused about your own decisions. A Libra. So you might be dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you might be needing to utilize the Libra energy to rectify it in some way, shape, or form. So keep that in mind. 1 plus 6 is 7. You're dealing with a Libra. You might need to communicate, create some more balance in your life. Yeah, balance between these conflicting thoughts. This going to be the more balancing one. You ain't got to say a thing. That person to see it. So that frustration, that it'll fade. But if you let the frustration take over because you see all these times you had to go through something with them, then that conflicting, unbalanced energy, you're going to pick the devil side, the dark side of the two, balancing Libra, the leather face, dude, your heart weight on the side of the goddamn uncircumcised pineal gland feather from the dodo bird that the situation never take off in your life and take flight. You're going to pick this one. And that's the devil. And now you conflicted and unbalanced now. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably dealing with a Libra that confused you to make you take that decision. Or it might have been a Libra that made you frustrated, and that Libra was one of these. The dodo bird is this one. Your crackheaded grandma was this one. Your mama that can't seem to get her life together, generational curse, still digmatized by someone that ain't your father, but you thought it was your uncle the whole life here. And then this one right here, that Libra. I'm saying, real shit. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and Saturn's. Real shit. No more in the line of stories. Leave me alone. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and Saturn's. Don't be like your opposite signs. Don't copy the Leo and try to do your own way to get attention. So you think you being rebellious, but you're still doing the thing everybody else doing in the world. So the only difference between you and Leo try to do it the same way, just make it look better than everybody else. You try to make it seem like you doing something different, but it's the same thing. So it just look rebellious or unique. Both of y'all smack monkeys for attention. I'll say your way of attention. See no more on the story. No, I spoke too early. I'm gonna give it to you. God damn, I'm gonna give it to you. Some of y'all got underlying stories. Aquarius, smack monkeys, and shaved dove bird, bloody dove, blood, smack monkeys. And you know what I'm saying? That's it. Slap nuts. I can't find the words. Airhead energy right now. I'm just like y'all right now. I'm in y'all spirits. Can't find the words. Can't find the words for something to tell that person they retarded. Can't find it. I'm in y'all spirits now. Check it out. Underline the story for some of y'all Aquariuses. Now, some of y'all are receiving grand support from frustration and fart clouds around you that's trying to prevent you from a decision that they don't want you to do, based upon what you're emotionally connected to as an opportunity. So you might got an opportunity somebody don't want you to take because they may feel like you're leaving them behind if you take it. That's not for all y'all. Some of y'all. Fart clouds. Slap nuts. Shade bloody dove birdies. You go ahead. No, you ain't got to think. You ain't got to think. You ain't going all night. No, you gonna slide right out. Ain't no, yeah, let's shuffle again. That might not be the right advice. Yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? The spirit gods ain't shit. If I'm a spirit too inside of my body, and I'm Uriel. Let me add my spirit. I'm a spirit god too. Let me force it a little bit. Get your ass out. I'm a spirit too, bitch. I matter. I said spirit laws matter. The Queen of Hearts, just because you ain't in no human body at the moment, you don't mean you the only God. I'm Uriel. I'm a God too. I'm a spirit God too. Shit, go ahead and slide out. We'll go back. Oh, Sarah, shit, I'm the Queen of Hearts. So you'll be receiving some opportunity or some grand support and flip right back out too. You're going to be receiving some grand support, some good old opportunity, good old warm chocolate chip milk cookies and stuff like that you done got from Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. They had it in the microwave for 3 seconds and stuff. Good little chocolate milk next to it. You know what I'm saying? Good little opportunity. Somebody take you out to dinner or something like that. Oh, good old opportunity. Good old good people, places, and things with a little bit of money coming in your life. Oh, that's it. Happy Father's Day. Oh, that's it. I'll say Happy Mother's Day for later. That's it. Somebody take you go get a little bit of fireworks for the 4th of July. That's it. Oh, that's it. That's it. Let's see what's going on with you, Aquarius. Uh-oh. You might self-sabotage it, though. You know what I'm saying? You got the eight of spades. You can't seem to get out your funk. You can't seem to get out of some X energy. You still want to X. You want to use this opportunity and this new person to show your ex something. Just to self-sabotage this new person and this new dinner to go back with your ex. And that's all that new person was for. That party could have changed your life. But you went back to the ex and that's all that was for. And just for the ex to still don't be shit. Lord Jesus Christ, you ain't shit. Damn, God damn it. Yeah, let's move along. I don't even want to go deep with your airheaded ass. That's it. I'm not even trying to go deep with y'all airheaded Batman draws and He-Man, Batman briefs and the goddamn it, He-Man soundtrack and the new goddamn Dream House Barbie doll granny panties. Ain't no way we about to spend a whole half an hour on that flunked out ass story that came to my head. I'm cool on that. We're gonna leave you flunked. No, I'm cool. And that was a whole hour right there in my head. I'm cool. Not tonight. Not tonight. Blame Leo. Blame your opposite sign. They started that whole long line of spirit flunked out energy coming in, and they underline the story. You had one already. You good to go with that first underlying story. Yeah, Aquarius. Well, shit, I'm talking to spirits right now. All the spirit gods. I'm trying not to have nobody dogs on top of the roof, and nobody know how the dog got there because your house ain't even got a chimney like that. I ain't trying to go up in the morning and people telling me I need to call the fire department. No, get out of here. Get out of here. This underlying stuff. I'm cool. All this shit. We don't need no suicide stories in the morning about somebody who stay four houses up. I'm cool. I'm cool. We're going to get done with this. We're going to shut them stargates and portals tonight so I can smoke and lay down and stretch out. All right, boom. Tennis club. God, thank God. Jesus, I had to talk through that one. For real shit. I was fighting. Goddamn, I need some feminine energy around these. Your hand on my shoulders could have relaxed the whole 100%. That y'all don't know what happens in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. But in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, it would have helped a whole lot. I would have shut the fuck up in that little phase I was going through. No, I said real shit. But I'm keeping it on this PBS channel. I forgot. No, but I'm fighting spirits. Like the hell with YouTube right now. I'm fighting spirits. The hell with YouTube. Oh, Sarah, I'm fighting energies and shit. The hell with goddamn YouTube right now. YouTube, you better respect game. Fuck all that goddamn green, yellow button, age restriction shit. Now I'm fighting spirits. That's ain't no language there. Sometimes you got to say fuck and speak in tongues. It might not even make sense, YouTube. You gonna have to respect game now. You got 6 of clubs. Now, for the most part, you paid a whole lot of attention. I say you paid a whole lot of attention to frustration and stuff like that. You the devil right now. And all you doing is spending time and soaking in what you paying attention to. So now it led into you spending time and all that. You finding things that ain't even opposing you. You finding ways to self-sabotage it and manifest now it look like it's opposing you. Via person, place, or thing. All because what you receiving and you don't feel good enough for it. So anytime you got 2 dark cards that come out after this, that means you receiving shit from people, places, and things you don't feel good enough for. So you're secretly going to self-sabotage these things. You don't feel like you deserve these things. You got opportunities. It's not quite the fire. You create the opportunity, but you might got a fire. But what came out is the opportunity for it to be connected to something, for it to be that. You got the opportunity to receive things, and you probably receiving things from people, places, and things. The only problem is you keep thinking about things that's opposite or things that's not beneficial to this, right? Like the example I made earlier. You could be in a situation where you got an ex that ain't really an ex, but you made them an ex because of their actions. You end up meeting someone else that's better than this person, but the ex is the only thing on your mind. So you go through a phase where you interact with this person, but self-sabotage it because you get out the digmatism or something, or the money, or what you was proving, and you realize you only wanted to get that person to show this person that you can do better. But then you come to a realization that you don't want this person that put you in that position. That's all you wanted to do. So you're going to take that energy to go back with the ex, because you really just like the ex, and you want the ex to be in the position of what you was getting ready to do and what you got into to prove your ex to be something. So then you're going to go back to your ex and think mission accomplished, and your whole point of doing it is something that don't exist. Your whole point of doing it was hopefully your ex be something that you trying to control and something that you want it to be. And then when you got what you wanted, you just didn't want it through the person or the place or thing. You got it through. And you took the energy of it, proved what you wanted to prove, self-sabotaged it. You going back with the ex, or you're getting ready to, like mission accomplished. But the purpose of it was to make sure the person you want had the energy of what you just had to prove to this ex that that's what they need, and that's why you left them in the first place. And this makes you a demon, because for the most part, this person is not going to be that. And what you're doing is just in search for satisfaction, because you're realizing you are this job, you are this family, you are that person, and you're just like to stay in that world because you know you can always be on top of a person morally, and you always could be the message for them, the teacher for them. But you only could do that amongst people who just as damaged as you, which is why you self-sabotage what was actually for good as you, or you're getting ready to. And therefore, you can't stop paying attention to that frustration. You might be the type of person who can't figure out what's wrong with you, and you might know this your issue. You might know you digmatized or traumatized or self-sabotage because you can't get out of habits that you know that's not good for you, because you feel like you don't deserve better. Let's see what Zodiac side you dealing with, or what Zodiac elemental energy you need to utilize or to rectify yourself. But you do deserve that job. You do deserve that relationship. You just don't act like it, because of your weird trying to prove things because of what happened to you, and someone else got away with that. So you're in some type of mission to make sure everybody you interact with now and in the future don't get away with that. But the mission you're on actually self-sabotage you from things you actually want to do, because you too busy taking that to prove things, to fulfill things you lack, to prevent other people to go to that same situation of people who just like you, traumatized as individuals. So hopefully that's not y'all. But that's the message that came out. I ain't blocking none of these messages. I'm ready to get the fuck on. All right, let me see. All right, 12 plus 6. 12 plus 6 plus 8 for all my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Saturns. 26. 2 plus 6, 8. So you're dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you need to utilize the Scorpio energy itself in order to rectify it. So for the most part, you need to put yourself into a situation where you're more secretive and do your moves, so you don't be showing actions to make it seem like you're only doing things to prove a lost cause something, and then you self-sabotage things that you're actually invested in. Do you actually get fired, or the potential and maximal potential of experiencing your business career or your love matters may not manifest? Thank you so much for the donation, I appreciate that. Real shit. You say Aquarius, old oversized air balloon looking microphone heads. Real shit. Alien made up Masonic cartoon on Google head frames. Real shit. I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, or you straight up dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So you're being took into the depth, even if they're not that sign. The energy itself, this time is taking you through the 8th house depth of being aware of your insecurities, your capabilities, incapabilities, and do you even got the right desires or not? Do you need to change your desires? Because your desires may be causing self-sabotage in area situations where you don't mean to. So, or you straight up may be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. All right, Pisces, Jesus. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and Jupiters. That was kind of nasty right there. This Gemini stellium got these messages on 10. Oh my God. Almost everybody had goddamn underlined the stories. I'm hot. Free Young Thug. Shout out to his daughter. I'm tired. Jesus. All right, now Pisces. Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Jupiter. Underline the stories. It ain't nothing but all negative anyway. And it's 266. You pay heavy attention. Already worse enemies. Already your opposite energy. Already 6th house. Opposite from the 12th house. Already you ain't working on nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You worrying too much about stuff. You unpracticalized. You unorganized. You all over the place. But in some dream world, you think this you are. And it's the club and the spade. All darkness. You cutting this what you paying attention to got you cutting yourself out of opportunities and got you paying attention to frustration and looking for things to be wrong. Even in things you want to go in your things you want, you look for things wrong in it. And then it's just weird. It's almost like you in this underline. I don't know. Hell no. I don't want to get more deeper into that story. Y'all just that's straight jacket energy. Lord Jesus Christ, all the stories that came from that. Jesus, it's almost like wanting a job and the manager, you know you got to call the manager, but instead of calling the manager, you're sitting around looking at the manager's actions every day. You're pulling up at that job parking lot and seeing how, and then you're allowing these things to make the decision for you if you're going to call or not. You're like, oh, the manager is in the lobby today in this restaurant. Oh, so it ain't a good day for me to call today. I'm going to wait till the manager is in the back office and stuff like that. Then that'll be the day I think I should call because they right next to the phone or something like that. So every day you might be getting, oh, hell no, we're not going there. No, not right now. You flunked out ass Pisces. Not right now. Y'all in some type of delusion. Call that manager. Jesus. They probably already got somebody in that position. Or they probably waiting for you to call. And then like, yeah, we need somebody in KP right now. I forgot that you put in this application. I'm glad you called. Now you're in the front of the line. Jesus. And you scattered. I ain't even want to mention that because that's about another 10 minutes. I ain't want to mention that scattered. Let me just go ahead and shuffle again. Get out of La La Land, right? Oh Lord, scatteredness. Oh shit, scatteredness. The chain broke off the little fishy. Both fishies are going along their way, and they play out in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension as a Pisces being one person. And so in their mind, both fishies though then drifted off. The chain broke. 2 fishies went in their own directions. 2 different fishies in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. One person. Lord, yes, y'all scattered. Jesus. Come on, 1 card, not 2. Sarah, we ain't got stories for 2 people today that's in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. 1 person. I ain't tell that spirit to come in this world to pick the end of goddamn February to be born. I ain't in the goddamn middle of March. I did. God, come on now. I ain't tell this person to be born between that light sigil frequency spectrum when the sun came here and we was getting ready to go into springtime and they made a calendar around it. I did not tell that spirit to pick that time to come in down here and have their mom have a reverse C-section. Come on now. Oh shit, I did. That wasn't my fault. It ain't my fault. Silk the Shocker face mystical. He in jail for good reasons. Come on. Real shit. Real shit. Real shit. Ain't my fault. Ain't my fault to talk to. Hey, my fault that time of the year the trees start to grow again. And somebody was chose to get born with a birth certificate. Oh, thank God. Lord Jesus Christ. No, okay, 9 o'clock. Jesus. Jesus. Thank God. 9 o'clock. This mother trucker. The mother trucker stop, and when you're driving too long, you need a little bit of rest, so you don't make yourself accident for others on the road. 9 of clubs. So for the most part, you ascending away from frustration, which is a good thing. Hopefully, we can loosen up that straitjacket a little bit. You can start feeding yourself and stuff. The little Gerbert baby face and stuff. A big Teletubby smiley sunball face in the sky that only come on in the morning before I go to school and stuff. Breakfast time. Now you ascending from frustrations and stuff, which is a good thing. That's like unheard of from a Pisces. I didn't know that even exists through a Pisces life or stuff like that. Like I thought before they died, every Pisces got to have 1 or 2 frustrations. I thought that was even how y'all allowed to smile before y'all die. I didn't even know it was something y'all could get out of. Oh, it says a good card right here. Good card. Even though it's black, but it's a good card. Good card right now for Pisces. We could loosen up one of the zippers. Just one. Yeah, all the other ones, tighten them up a little bit. Oh, you tighten them up. Tighten them up. Yep, tighten the rest of the screws loose. Go get some more bolts. Tighten that straitjacket a little bit more. Yeah, keep the other one tight. That one was just to help them feed themselves so they can wiggle their right elbow. Tighten all the rest of the ones up. You know, make sure the left whole arm tied up, strapped up. They can't move the wrist, can't remove the shoulder blade of the right arm. Tighten it up. Real shit, real shit. Real shit. At least y'all sending it away from the frustration, though. Find a good scent candles to light to make you not think about the flunkness throughout the day like you usually think, because usually the whole 23 hours and 57 seconds throughout the day go towards flunkness and imaginary. At least right now it's about 21 hours. You know what I'm saying? With this card, you were sending out a frustration, but from a Pisces, from Remmer, now at least it's at least 21 minutes, 59 seconds out the day. You know what I'm saying? That goes to frustration. At least it's about 3 minutes and a half that go through you ascending away from bullcrap. That's a start. Good start for a Pisces. Good start. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all 24 hours ain't really like a whole week. You forgot you even had to work that day. You thought you put the airplane mode, don't disturb on for a few hours for a little piece. You woke up, about a whole week then passed. You still got on grandma's sweater. Somebody got to remind you. You talking about, nah, then you blaming others about like we wrong. No, we ain't wrong. Look at the date. Like, we ain't wrong. As far as our fault you fired because of something else or whatever. No, you thought it was airplane mode and you thought taking a nap for 2 hours wasn't a whole week. Now look, Jack of spades. So you hit the jackpot because something that's getting ready to cut you out. That's all you good for, is finding something to cut you out. That's all y'all good for, ain't it? That's all y'all Pisces good for, because you like that world that manifests that better. That little dream world you be in. And when it's come to reality, things in reality cut you out. And you be happy anyway. You smile because you go to that world that's cut out from this world. You know what I'm saying? So you don't look at it that way, but that's what it is. So you hit the jackpot of something that's getting ready to cut you out, opposing some fart cloud or something like that, based on how you presented yourself or how you're not presenting yourself. So your version of ascending away from frustration is you not thinking about frustration 23 hours throughout the day and 57 seconds. Is you thinking about frustration just only 22 minutes and 59 seconds, and then add like 3 extra seconds pointers after that throughout the day now. So your version of it is still creating the jackpot of isolation and stuff. You just got a new isolation that you think is the better way. It still look like his ego and narcissism. Oh, what's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, it must be this generation. Lord Jesus Christ. So sabotaging energy everywhere. Yeah, you falling back from frustration and they got nothing to do but cutting you out of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You think it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. You like, yeah, I'm about to fall back from this job that's frustrating because I'm going to show this job that I don't need this job. Because you hit the jackpot of being broke. Oh, it made no sense. Like you making a manager mad because you ain't there no more. You the one who got hired because you needed a check. I'm saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna show this manager that I'm gonna be a no-show because the manager make me frustrated, gave me an attitude. They think that they are a good person by treating me like this. I'm gonna not show up to work and see how they like it. I mean, they ain't about to do nothing but wake up and goddamn it call somebody else who was off that day. And you somewhere smiling, talking about, yeah, I showed that manager. 6 months past, you still in your grandma sweater on the couch without no goddamn job. Still in some secret race that you winning alone. Talk about, yeah, I'm not going to show that manager that I want to be hired again. Because that manager might think, I'm going to show that manager you a bad person. And that manager going to know they going to hell. And then you going to get a reading. And then a reader like me going to tell you, yeah, your witchcraft worked. The world around you, the world revolves around you. Then you go home and be like, yeah, I told, yes, bitch, yes, clean as go, clean as go. That manager suffering every day I don't come to work. Every day after they fired me and now I know they need me. They go on frustration. They getting ready to get divorced. And the only thing happening is you old woman or man now in your deathbeds smiling, thinking you won a race nobody care about. And you get ready to die, you ain't even had a job since. Oh, say, I don't know what's wrong with y'all Pisces, y'all. Y'all flow. I'm just reading the spirits. I ain't blocking nothing. I ain't making nothing sound good. Y'all shouldn't have. Hey, spirit gods made these cards come out. I ain't make 2 dark cards come out. I'm saying it ain't my fault. Real stuff. I just want to hit my L, stretch out. That's it. That's it. And get prepared for my live stream tomorrow about other stuff and spirituality. Sad. Oh, y'all fart clouds making me feel like I gotta do a reading for myself because I think I'm about to manifest what y'all fart clouds going through. No human should be going through what y'all going through. Why ain't y'all making millions of dollars off blockbuster hit movies and stuff like that? Why is the shadow government only getting rich off Blockbuster and Netflix? And some of y'all got lives and y'all exist. That counts. Some of y'all just existing and pulling cards and reading readings. Some of y'all need to be millionaires right now. Real stuff if y'all going through some of this goddamn shit. Thank you so much for the donation, Andrew Douglas. I appreciate that from Bar. Real stuff. No wonder we got television blockbuster hit shows as the world turns that exist. No wonder it wouldn't even exist if this ain't true. Lord Jesus Christ, this is 97% of the world. 7 of clubs. No, that's 7 energy. Here we go. Another conversation need to be goddamn had. I think y'all need to have this conversation with y'all goddamn self and leave other people to goddamn alone with any goddamn conversation from a person that we don't know had no straitjackets that go up to the mouth yet. Because you was born and you should be making money off that and be the spokesperson from that. So every time we see a commercial, we know how it works. You could be the face of it too. So you're promoting these new straitjackets that go over the mouth too, and a zipper over the mouth. And I'm saying like Beetlejuice movie and stuff like that. So every commercial we see you in, your mouth covered too. You can't say anything too. You make $1 million though. Let your family do all the talking though. You know what I'm saying? Let your friend do all the talking. Let your soul group do all the talking. Let your husband and your wife do all the talking. Let them do all the business. Let your kid do all the talking. Oh, for that real stuff. Because as soon as it come out your mouth, everything might be a 7 of sword tower card moment. Everybody crash might lose their life and business and mind while we at it. Lord Jesus Christ. And somebody's little dog might be on the roof and we don't know how they got there. Because they're dealing with spirits and shit. And the little doggy ancestors that you didn't open the portal for them to see it. The dog got confused and thought it was a bird and got on the roof. We don't know how the dog got on the roof. We just know we got to call the fire department. And now we got to pay the fire department the same amount of money calling a tow truck if you locked your keys in your car. Retarded energy right now. Lord Jesus Christ, have this conversation. Go ahead and have it. Go ahead and have it so you don't be like losing your mind, making up scenarios in your mind because this conversation is not had. Whatever the 7 conversation, privy to this information that's causing you to be frustrated because you're not resolving something. Something needs to be resolved. Yo, smack monkey shade bird, you know what it is. I'm not going down to this other 72 stories that's popped in my head. Not tonight. Not tonight. Here we go. We about to finish this. Let's see what Zodiac saw you dealing with. What Zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize. if you unsure about something, just open your goddamn mouth and ask the goddamn question. Goddamn it, you be damned if you do, damned if you don't anyway. It might not even be going in your favor. You probably already gonna know what's the answer or the outcome, or the manager is not gonna hire you. You probably already know. You hit the jackpot. You know what fart cloud you in, and you already know you need to ascend from the frustrated, because you already frustrated, because you already know you planted bad seeds, whatever the case may be. So this jackpot, you the Pisces, you know what that jackpot is. You know what needs to be said to get over it. Let's be adults. God damn it. Lord Jesus Christ. That goddamn reader ain't right. Or whatever the hell you doing to think that they gonna tell you what that manager is gonna hire you on KP. They know that manager might need you to be a waitress. So just because the manager wore a red shirt that day and the tarot card or somebody like me just said, peak game, you ascending, that don't mean you see the manager with a red shirt and he floated a little bit just in your mind because you're a Pisces. So you made up the tarot reading and astrologer and what I said in your mind, like, oh, the manager floated. Oh yeah, Uriel said ascending from something, and then the other person I was listening to said a red shirt. Oh, the manager got a red shirt. Oh, that looked like he floated. You can't tell me I don't believe in God and spiritual. That was floating. I don't care if nobody believe me. My straight jacket tight enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't tripping. I had a dream last night of somebody flying. The manager went across the lobby real fast. That was floating. That was it. How it played out in reality. I watch Uriel. Yeah, I know how to make sense out of stuff. And now you float. You know what I'm saying? Now you float. Now you don't want to have a conversation. You want to think you already know the outcome, so you're not going to put in no action. You're not going to say anything to be sure. If you flunked out in La La Land where you stay at with Grandma Neptune and stuff like that, then you hit the jackpot of cutting yourself out of something because you think you already know that you ain't even open your mouth to see, but you like this world anyway. So you're going to go in that world and smile, and everything going to manifest from the world you separated from as true for you to justify it and be like, yep, I was right. Wasn't I right, God? And then you're going to wake up tomorrow, still your ass with grandma's sweater on. Lord Jesus Christ. And that's all, goddamn folks. That's it. Go on. I love all y'all for the bottom line. They're going to throw that. I'm going to stretch it out so I can have energy and be up early like I always do, and tell y'all to get the fuck up. Get your spirituality exercising going on so your spirit can be healthy, regardless of your physical form. And I'm going to put her in that, like y'all, real stuff. See